Welcome to us.
Think.
What the fuck is the user post shit and welcome?
Why are you lagging?
What do you mean, why am I lagging?
Your fucking voice.
Oh, fuck's sake. That's brilliant. Well, hello and welcome.
I'm gonna be doing Alonia's voice and go,
Oh, welcome. We are, so to let everyone know, we are one player short. He is not making it tonight. Senric's not going to be here tonight, but El Nonio is going to run Senric, and we'll see how that goes. So, we're going to dive in because where we left off, the party had finally made it through the underground crypts and discovered that there was a new ally in the midst. I mean, rummaging through stuff and didn't realise where he was. And upon some discussions and stuff, they decided to adventure together. Upon a little bit of investigating through the crypt, they found some survivors hiding in a corner and were informed that Prayer was the holding off some demonic presence within the crypt. They were pointing in the direction the party made post haste to there to discover Prayer, by the looks of it, beginning to sign a contract of which you do not know and stuff. And upon seeing you arrive, a slight sigh of a relief in her face as approaches, and the leader of what you can assume is a group of devils turned to look at you, and for all intents and purposes, looking at Prayer. Cat, stop! I killed my cat. What she was holding off and survived, and we begin with the group in combat. Now, you'll also notice this is more for you, Croc, that there is actually two tokens directly above you, which is Lulu, a flying small elephant that has been following you around, that is your kind of like your guide through Avernus. I was going to say Plains of Hell. The Plains of Hells, and Rhea, a companion that you've met along the way who knows like the way of knows around Elturel quite well and stuff, and guiding you songs. And I've dragged them in and I've rolled their initiative. So we're going to begin. I hope half the shit I've done works. We're going to begin.
Time to start the
combat.
episode.
God, the episode. So.
Who lives on the desk because we force him to stream? Mr.
Come.
Expert.
I hate you.
Come on. Come on. I need to roll initiative for this.
All initiatives rolled already from last time.
Are they?
Yep.
I can't see them.
Oh.
Oh, right.
I had to disable.
Whose players are dumb and haunting his dreams?
Oh boy.
I'm more worried that something's not working. Hang on.
The carousel at the top hasn't.
The carousel didn't. The carousel stopped working.
Yeah.
Right, so I had to remove it. But I'm looking at OBS right now to check if it's stable, but it doesn't look like it is.
Okay, so
Oh.
round one, Altep, Nonyo, Senric, enemy, Bridget, and fucking
Yep.
Korea. Okay. Me, Rhea, enemy,
Yes.
Lulu.
So, we will begin. Combat has begun. So, Ultip, you are up. You have just entered the. Obbies can hear the music. Tell me if you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the music.
Ultip, you have entered like the main crypt, and you have seen a bunch of demonic beasts and demons beginning kind of like around like the back corner here of survivors, kind of protected by some sort of shield as they begin to hit and stuff. And you've noticed obviously Prayer here signing a contract to what looks to be the leader devil, demon or demonic creature. What are you going to do?
Okay.
This is a lot to take in.
Bonus action read.
Okay, whoa there.
Oh my god. So just to let you know, the distance represented in squares, just because obviously slight places are slightly different. Each square is... Give me 1 quick second. Each square equals 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
Yes, down here. Each square is 10 feet. Just so you're aware, this place is massive.
So, okay, that's that.
Uh,
I'm going to hold my action for right now.
okay, what are your what action you're holding? You're holding your action, so you're holding it to go after a specific person, or are you readying an action?
I am waiting to see what everyone else does for right
Okay,
now.
so you're holding your action, you're holding your turn
Yes.
to see what the rest of the party does. So just to let you know, if you have until Rhea, after Rhea, if you haven't took your, in a sense, you're holding your action, so you'll be going after Rhea then, if that's what you're doing.
We just check what I can do or what I should prepare for.
You can also ready an action that if an enemy, you can also ready an action that if an enemy hits an ally, you can do something. You can like fire a spell or something.
I will have the I'll have blindness / deafness prepared and readied.
So you'll have that.
One of the party members gets attacked.
Okay, so you're readying that action that if a party member is attacked, so that'll be the current party member are attacked, you will then cast that spell. Okay, good to know. You staying where you are, or do you want to move or anything?
I think I am in the best spot right now.
Okay, it's good to know. El Nano, you're up. So, El Nano, you gonna do?
Alright. I'm gonna go where I am.
So, just to make this a little bit easier, if your movement is like 35, you can move to the 40th square. Just to make it a little bit easier.
You're lucky I'm 30.
Yep. So,
And that,
you've moved.
let me see my range of my spells.
So, also, Spartan, when you want to just tell me where you want Senric to move and I'll move him.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just out of range. You fuck. 24 radius.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. Need the measurements. Oh, damn. 20 foot. That'd work.
Yep. So what are you casting?
I'm gonna cast sleep. At first
Yeah.
level.
On who?
These two in the middle.
On these two in the middle. Okay.
So
you're
where the cone is basically, it's 90 foot range.
Okay. So do I need to do anything for sleep, or do you need to roll?
I need to roll 5d8.
Yep.
And the total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
Understood. So roll your d8s, please. 14. Okay, so you cast sleep.
Of course, I have the rose petals and I blow them out of my
Yeah,
hand.
you blow them out. So 14. Okay.
14.
Understood. So you cast sleep in the 20 radius. The kind of like white demonic creature doesn't do anything, but you notice Prey fall unconscious as she falls asleep.
Hopefully she's the caster, please.
She falls asleep.
Have no hell, please.
Is there anything else you wish to do?
I'm not going to do bardic inspiration yet. Just yet. because I need it for damage as well. So
Mhm.
I'm going to do nothing else.
Nothing else. Okay. Okay, Senric, you're up. So, Barton, what do you want Senric to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to
I
do?
want him to start. I want him to do it.
What do you want to do, sorry?
I want him to go here. One sec. I'm going to use an action to dash as well.
Yep, so you're going to dash.
And
Where are you
I'm gonna
going?
move, behind this concrete pillar over here.
Yep.
Ah, fuck. I can't.
That's fine.
Why? There we go. Right there.
There.
Yeah, so he's got a 60-foot range. Fuck!
Wrong person, sorry.
There's someone behind there.
This is complicated, so you might have noticed some of the new shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
saw that.
Action. I'm gonna use a bonus action to hide.
Bonus action to hide. Okay.
Yeah, so action disengage.
Yep.
Bonus action to hide. Do I have to roll a stealth for that?
Roll a stealth, please, yes.
Two.
That's totally fine. Doo-doo-doo.
That'll be great.
Okay. That's his turn, so next up is this week. So this guy, seeing what's going, so the Beady Devil, seeing what's going on, is going to move to there, and that's as far as you'll get. That's with his movement as well. The imp down here is going to keep battering on the protective shield of what's kind of like keeping all the people safe. They keep sending his turn battering that. Same with the one there. Bridget, you're up. You do. Ba-da-bum.
I mean, I'm not really sure what the tactic is here.
Right, so and by the looks of it, what's happening is when you enter the scene, the demonic presence is trying to either sign the contract to do something or trying to kill people.
Right.
Now, you've already, by the looks of it, having a very large, you've seen them before, a very large bardy devil currently charging towards you, and a white winged creature you've not seen before, currently just flapping, turning to you and giving, like, kind of giving orders to everyone of what they're doing.
Right, okay. I'm gonna move. What is my movement? 35?
So you can move to the 40th square.
So if I go 5, 10. So 5, 10. Each square is 5, is that right?
Each square's 10. Because this is such a large, it's a massive cathedral, but you're on the ground, so each square represents 10 foot.
I'm gonna move here then.
Yep.
And I am just gonna ready an action
Mm-hmm.
that if one of those winged creatures come within, what is my range of my thing?
Your bow, I think if I'm right, is basically it needs to be within 30, but it's got up to 120 foot. So they're in range.
Yeah, but if I shoot them now, it's with disadvantage. Is that right?
10, 20, 30, 40. Let me just check for you.
So
right now,
my-
yes, they would be at
My
disadvantage
range
at
is
100.
150 to 600.
150 to 600, so it's 150, so you've got up to 150 without disadvantage. Above 150 would be with a disadvantage, and
Yeah.
if it's 600, it's impossible.
Yeah.
You
so
can, they're
once-
10 foot out of range right now for you.
Yeah, so once they come within another 10 feet,
Yep, Perfect.
I'll
Perfect.
take a shot.
perfect. Freya being unconscious is not going to do it because she is unconscious. Craven, you're up.
Oh boy.
They've just, in a sense, what you've just witnessed is Senric dash out of sight. El Nino cast a speed sleep spell, put the woman priest to sleep, and Bridget kind of like dart down, readying her bow and using ult tip in the midst of like preparing to cast a spell, but is holding off or something.
Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, I don't want them getting to anyone, so. Oh, shit. So I'm going to make my movement.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you've moved to there. Bum bum bum. I love watching you just like drag stuff out, try to work. Like, how far can I move? So I don't. I like you because I would like you if you obviously like you've never used this before, so it's cool like you watching you do this. What are you going to do, Kraken?
Speaking
I'd sit there and Google how far dash was.
What's
How
range
quick
on
were
a
you?
20?
Oh boy.
You going to do? I think you're going to do.
Aiming at the Barb Devil to get his attention.
Yep.
Concentrating both beams on him,
Yep.
which they're separate attack rolls, I believe.
They would be yes.
Separate attack roll for each beam. I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okay, roll to hit,
Eldritch
please.
Blast. First beam.
That's a hit. You can either roll damage now or roll the second one and roll damage for them both together.
I'll roll the damage together.
On you go.
Second beam.
17, let me just confirm it. That is a hit. Roll damage, please. So 12 for the first beam.
No, that's 9. I don't have Hexblade's Curse active.
9, yep, 9. So it's 9 for the first beam. And 8, so that is 17. As you fire, both of the Eldritch Blast doing a total of 17 damage. Excellent, excellent. You all witness kind of like Kraven kind of raise his hands and go at the bearded devil that's charging right towards you. Is that everything you're going to do?
For now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Rhea in the back is going to move up. He's going to do... When you get to there with her full movement and as far as she can get, and as a bonus action... Nope, she didn't do that as a bonus action, so that's all she's going to do. The white winged creature, seeing all this going on, is going to, in a sense, set off commands and shout commands and saying, in a sense, to attack and stuff. It's going to turn to the sleeping priest and take his longsword that he's currently holding and begin to plunge it into her. Okay, you all witness this white creature take his longsword and go straight into her. You all witness as he does this, she spring back to conscious and then collapse on the floor. Kind of collapse on the floor, passed out and stuff. And you kind of like pulls the sword out, longsword, and goes, and then looks at you, El Nino, because you're the closest, and kind of gives you that look and raises the sword and points at you. And then in common, kind of goes, "You're next." as it flicks it away.
Bring it on, white boy.
The imp here is going to, seeing going on, is going to move towards you, Bridget, which triggers your ready action.
Yep.
So roll, please. 26, that is a hit. Damage 5. So, Bridget, you kind of hit your bow ready and waiting. As it becomes in range, you go and fire. As you fire it, it goes straight through its wing, in a sense, making its like left wing no longer functional. As it kind of like looks at it and kind of looks at you. You can see a sense of fear in its face, as is like, we weren't prepared for this, or he wasn't prepared for this. That'll be all his turn. Zulu, seeing what is going on and seeing the priest fall, subconsciously, all in your heads at once, hear her say, "I'm going to save her." Ultep, this is the first time you have heard Lulu speak to you. It's a voice you've never heard before, and it's kind of unsettling as you hear it, but it's also got, with the way that Lulu says it, is a calming. It's very calming and stuff, so you're not afraid. Is Lulu, give me a second, takes flight and flies her way over and will begin to mutter in an unknown language some sort of spell. Top of the round. Ultip, you're up.
Let's move. Okay. Let's start by moving up. Here.
Yep.
And let's see here. You are out of range. What to do? So, how is the airflow in this large space?
So, the airflow in this large space is... There's not much. There is a very, very slight breeze that breezes through the catacombs, but it's the kind of, we can distinguish, it's determined to keep the airflow moving. It's not powerful enough. It's not powerful. It's designed so the air doesn't become stagnant, and in a sense, like an oxygen supply is kind of like filtered through, that sort of thing. So there isn't a lot of movement in the air.
Okay. Let's see here. I can actually. Ooh. Okay. So I would like to cast Fog Cloud over where Lulu and the priest is.
Fog Cloud. Okay, so on your DB Beyond, you'll be able to click Fog Cloud that will post it into the chat so we can see what it does. Fog Cloud.
There you
You create a 20-foot radius square of fog and a center point within range. Sphere spectrum in areas and heavy fun. Okay, so where are you pinpointing it? Just so I know.
On top of the demon.
Top of the demon. Okay. Fog Cloud. Duration of 1 and 1 creative area in the distance is different. So in a sense, everything inside that is an indication in heavy. And that's for duration or until the wind returns at 11 and stuff. So in that sense, everything that cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, so any attack within that will have disadvantage. Let's describe it. Any creature within the clock file will have disadvantage on attacks because they cannot see. Perfect. Anything else you wish to?
No.
Okay. El Nano.
Alright. I will advance to about here.
So just so you're aware, you now can't see inside that sphere at all. It's if you can attempt to hit, but it would be with disadvantage, and you would need to try and see if you can figure out who's in and stuff. That's if you were going to attack someone in there.
Well, I was gonna use Vicious Mockery on this guy.
Okay, Vicious Mockery.
I'm on Senric's thing. God damn it. It's a Wisdom save of 14. Yes,
Wisdom save of 14. Understood. Give me a second. Wisdom save 14. Succeeds.
Succeeds. You do damage.
Oh, sorry. Vicious Mockery, I believe they have to fail.
Okay.
Ba ba ba.
No problem. Let me have a look what else I can do.
Yes, they must. It must fail.
I'm gonna. Can I hold Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action? Can I hold bonus?
No, you can't. You can only hold an action.
Right. That's all I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do? Senric, what do you want him to do?
So, I want him to go to about. Fuck.
Let's ping it
Yeah.
here. Yep.
I want him to ready his dagger.
Yep.
His
So
infinite daggers
he's infinite daggers ready. Yep.
to attack anything that comes into melee range.
Understood. So the action has been ready that anything that comes into melee range within 5 foot of him, he will attack. Understood. Anything else? Is that all you want to do? He does a bonus action.
Yeah, no, but I'm going to use that. I can't really use it.
It's up to you.
I'll just use bonus action to hide there then.
Yep. So if you want, you can reroll stealth to see if you can hide better. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this guy's turn.
That's it.
Will move up, which will trigger his daggers. No, it's kind of not seeing him. We'll run up and go out of nowhere. That's a hit. Can you roll damage for me, please?
Plus sneak attack as well.
Yep.
So that's another 3d6 on top of the damage. That's what he rolls, sneak attack.
So it's
Or is that
4. No, so it's
They have other thing, special thing as well.
the infinite daggers.
No, you got the infinite dagger.
Yep.
I've
Which is
Basically
4
what Bronze
plus
is doing.
7, which is a total damage of 11.
and it says sneak attack is an action in combat.
Yeah, so that's add sneak attack is already been added stuff, so it's 11 damage total.
Okay.
Because he rolled very low. Really low. 11 minus that puts you to there. Okay, it's turn. Although getting there and being attacked with Senric is going to attempt to attack him. They swipe a claw at him. So it's against Senric. 20.
Yeah, it's
Okay. He takes 6 points of slashing damage.
I cannot change him
I'll do it.
as a person.
I'll do it. Because I am the overlord. Okay, a second claw attack will he's got multi-attack, so a second claw attack will go against him.
Okay.
it will miss 4, and then finally it will swipe its tail. Both miss. So it can like swipes at Senric with his first claw and stuff. Senric takes the kind of gash to the chest, kind of like dodges it away as it swings back round. And this is with Senric, he's naturally nimble and is able to dodge most of these and stuff. And you can tell the creature was surprised to see him there, not expecting someone to be there. It's caught off guard.
I should have used uncanny dodge, but doesn't matter.
That's totally fine.
I'll use it last time. I'll use it next time.
Okay, so the imp here, it's still going to batter on the shield trying to get in, and in a sense, you are all seeing this as it batters. You can see the kind of like the magical kind of shield kind of dim a little. When you came in, so it was bright. You can see it dimming a little, as if the magical power is slowly fading away. This other one's going to do the exact same, battering on and stuff. Bridget, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move to here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna attack the flying guy that is nearest me.
Yep.
I am going to
You got it?
deciding whether to use Slayer's Prey or Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do Slayer's Prey.
Slayer's Prey.
Yeah, and I also have I have an extra attack as well.
Okay. We didn't do that, did we?
No, but the last one was just
Oh, ready action. Yes, you're
ready,
right.
so it doesn't count. But this one it will count.
Okay, so he is done.
Right, so I will attack with my wee bow.
And you go. I like how you see your wee bow. This thing's a fucking long bow. It's about the hit. It's massive.
First attack.
That'll hit.
That.
Okay, you kind of take your shot back, your longbow, and go. As you do, the wee imp creature starts to move, kind of like dodges it, and as you do, your bow goes straight into the center of its skull, and it goes limp on the floor.
Nice. Okay. Can I? I don't think I can I?
What? You do your 2 attacks.
No, I was gonna say, can I redesignate the Slayer's Prey, or is that only with Hunter's Mark you can do that?
I'll have a quick look for you. I think it might be Hunter's Mark.
Oh no, or if you designate a different character. Okay, so I can designate a different character.
But you
so
would need to wait till your next turn for Slayer's
no,
Prey.
that's fine. So, yeah, that's fine. So I can wait until my next turn. I'll designate the next flying guy. Do I still get my second attack?
I believe you do. I might be wrong there, but for the sake of this, I'm going to say right now you do, as I read it up, just to double his mind. Yes, you attack twice whenever you take an action on your attack action down. Yes, you can attack again.
Right, okay,
You can select another target.
Yeah, can I know he's out of range, but I'll do it anyway. Can I use my second attack on the other?
Yes, you can, but if he's out of range, it would be with disadvantage.
I think he's out of range. Is he out of range?
Your bow is 150 feet. No, he's 120. You're fine.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure.
Nice. Okay. So second attack.
Natural 1.
Ouch.
Okay. As you bring your from the success of seeing you kill this thing, you kind of like very flamboyantly take your next arrow out of your quiver and pull it back, not paying attention that the end of your bowstring is slightly came off your bow. As you begin to pull back, the tension gets so much that the bow goes ping as the string pings off. You will now you need to spend an action to reattach your bowstring.
Right, okay, so my next turn I miss an attack then.
you can either use your weapons or spend an action to reattach your string.
Yeah, well, I'll reattach the string.
Okay, so Priya's turn. Okay, that's our turn. Kraven, you're up.
Okay, so I've seen Big Barbed Bastard swing at Senric.
Yep.
And after what happened in our last encounter, I don't particularly want to repeat of his death, so I'm going to move my 30 feet.
Yep.
Sort of ducking past Rhea and sort of behind Nonyo as I disappear into a cloud of mist. Using my bonus action, cast Misty Step.
Okay. Okay.
To teleport 30 feet into combat range.
So you're going to teleport just somewhere. You're going to go from there to there.
Yep.
Okay, give me a second.
Alright, I should probably move back, huh?
Please.
Yep, I'm teleporting here. Because it's a 30-foot teleport. Hell yeah.
I had too much fun with some of this. Yep.
Dude.
As
That's
I appear out of this sort of burst of sort of silvered mist, I am immediately, like, still half apparating from the teleport, just swing into it with this new greatsword I've
Okay. Roll. Now, that's a hit. Roll damage. So you're not fully attuned to it, remember. You only did the first part to make it your thingy weapon.
No. So I attuned and made it my packed weapon. I haven't been able to make it my next weapon.
You are correct. My mistake. So yes. So that's fine. Sorry, because you got so much shit. I'm like, which one was it?
I know. Yeah, I got the attune and I got the packed weapon ritual at the same time. I haven't been able to sleep with the damn thing to designate it as a hex weapon in the morning.
Yes. Okay. On you go. So that is 5 slashing damage. And let me just check something.
I haven't got Hexblade's Curse active yet. I'm glad that's there though, because it will remind me. It doesn't do anything yet.
Yeah, I was just checking. Yep, so that's... Yep.
And then I'll make my second attack.
Yep. That is miss. As you bring your new sword that you found down, you're gonna go the first attack. Kind of like knocking off some of the bards on this bardy devil and stuff. As you bring it down again, it kind of reels back in pain as he goes back. As you kind of misses and stuff. She's still trying to get used to the weight of this and stuff, and it's not. It's kind of like from what you've used before. It's taken some time to get used to.
I'm also actually having to deal with the weight because I haven't made it my hex weapon.
Yes, that's it. It's kind of like it's more heavier than we're used to, but it's also a little bit longer. So it's trying to judge stuff and stuff. So it takes time. Anything else you wish to do? Is that you?
That is me.
You, Rhea, is going to charge up, and well, will attack with her sword. Oh. Kraven and Senric, I'm not going to use this. Rhea takes out the mace she's got, and you can see it glowing and begins to it down. As she does, with everything that's going on, the Bardy Devil. Dodging your attack, Craven swings its kind of like clawish hand up, and in doing so is enough to make Rhea stumble back and stuff, making her attack miss. Okay, the winged creature is going to attempt to attack Lulu. Obviously can't see, so has disadvantage. Fails. You just can't see this, but you can hear like Lulu's wings flapping, and you can hear what sounds like gonna. As something is like kind of flailing about in the cloud, trying to hit something, but you don't know what.
It's like a cartoon fighting cloud, dude.
Oh.
You just hear
Lulu.
clash.
You still hear this mumbling of. You just can't tell what it is. In a sense, you can understand the language that's been speak, but it's something you've never heard before. Just mumbled. So, like an unknown sort of spell getting mumbled. Ult it. You're up.
Me.
Yes.
I'm going to walk over to here, and I'm going to cast, let's see, Chill Touch.
What is the range of Chill Touch?
Chill Touch has a range of 120 feet.
You can hit it. Okay.
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
What's up? 16. That is a hit. Deals 6 necrotic damage. Okay, so you're gonna like raise, lift your boot and raise your hand up and cast Chill Touch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 1 sec. That's gonna miss. You can raise your hand and go as you cast Chill Touch towards the 6 damage. Yep. Okay. As you do and begin to cast it and hit the, you kind of see the imp kind of like go and begin to freeze, but still moving and stuff. Still up, but its movement has been slowed ever so slightly, as if it's kind of like taking a minute to like break its frozen body up, but it can remove.
I can't do anything else.
I don't know. That's fine.
So,
El Nano.
Alright, this is all blocked, correct?
What's all blocked?
So I can't go like here?
No, you can, yes. So each square's 10 foot, so each character will only take up a 5 foot square, so you can get in.
You can just squeeze through.
Yeah, you can get in between people easily.
So fine. I'll go back here then, just on the edge.
Okay.
Why don't we move? I can get about. Can I get about here or?
Yeah.
Or here too.
You can get there or there. It's up to you.
Okay. I'll stay here. And I will draw my dagger and not my dagger, my rapier, and fucking stab at him.
At the yeah, I know.
A good stabbing.
A good stabbing. 21's a hit.
I'm gonna use Psychic Blade on that as well.
Okay.
That is. I roll damage, so that's 8
Yep.
plus 3d6.
24.
Yes, so that's 24 damage. Plus I expanded Bardic Inspiration as well, so.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my bonus action.
Yes.
To hit that fucker again with my rapier.
On you go. That's a hit.
Yeah, dude.
That's a hit. 4.
Another 4 damage, 28 damage. Fucking.
Jesus Christ, these are mad. So, in a sense, just to let you give everyone a picture, after, in a sense, seeing the unfaithful accident that happened in your last combat session, you have all stepped out your game here. Yous are taking no prisoners. Yous are like fucking fighting for your lives and trying to save everyone. Right? It is magnificent of what yous are witnessing. What the I'm witnessing in is fucking magnificent. Okay, anything else you wish to do? Madness.
Nah.
I mean,
Alright.
they did get an extra body, didn't they? From the last time.
They got an extra body. I think, and this Ultip, you being here, the party are kind of showing off now, trying to like make themselves look like they're a lot better than what they actually are. It's fucking brilliant. Senric.
Senric, bonus action, disengage immediately.
Okay, disengaged.
And I'm going to move him behind this wall here. Is that the extent where you can go? Or can
That
you-
would be the extent of his movement unless you consume his action.
Okay, I'll consume his action then. I'll dash.
Who are you dashing to?
To about here.
Okay.
And that's all I can do
Okay.
as Senri.
So also just so you're aware, he's no longer invisible.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed he wasn't.
Yeah, he's invisible until he would consume. He needs to kind of use his stuff and stuff. But right, I mean, when you kind of dash, you're not being stealthy here.
Yeah.
Yep. Up his turn. The spiked or the bardy devil. El Nino, seeing you like doing all this, is going to first do a claw attack against you first.
Sure.
Give it to me, Daddy.
Do you actually say that in game? Please tell me. Please tell me. No. Please tell me you do. Because what he just rolled. Please tell me you said that in game.
Give it to me, Daddy. Yeah.
Upon
sure.
hearing you say "give it to me, Daddy," it rolled a natural 1. It kind of looks, and it's like
Unintentional cutting words.
it's like
Emotional
you
damage.
give it emotional damage as it swings, and it's like what? And it's kind of like you can tell in his mind. It's like this is what.
Some
and it's-
zoo in his mind, dude.
And it's in his mind, and it's like it doesn't know what it's trying to like, process what you've just said, and it's like, is he enjoying this? Is what?
He's less kinky than me.
It's like
Horny bards.
it's like trying to like what the fuck's going on. It's just I didn't sign up for this, and what? It's just trying to like process of what is going on right now.
Put him down. Put the cuffs on him.
It's cool. As his turn, it keeps up. It just keeps up like it's just like
He doesn't even do uses extra attacks.
no.
He just
It's
gives up.
just like as it swings when you say that, so it's like,
It's too
Eh?
easy for me.
Oh my god, the imp here is going to move. It's going to, in a sense, move a bit away from the shield, and as it does, you kind of see it swing its tail and smack the shield again. Again, the magic shield begins to dim, and it's going to use its action to do this. Go. Invisible. So anyone, Bridget, most like you see this imp swing its tail, hit off the shield as it does, so kind of like a backhanded gesture, and as it begins to approach you, it goes invisible. You have lost sight of it.
Well, shit.
The next thing is you're gonna hit the shield. Upon you kind of not seeing something, you hear like a against the shield again, as if something outside is still hitting it. And again, you see the magic power go. And you also now start to see the kind of like magical barrier around these civilians kind of go fade down a little, kind of dim down, but also start to shrink. Bridget, you're up.
Um,
Bum, 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 bum.
So we can't see the.
So right now you can't see in there. There's no way for me to hide them without making it fucking impossible for anyone to see. So right now you don't know. That was the last known positions you've seen everyone. Right?
Okay.
So just to let you know, if you attempt to attack, it is with disadvantage. You also, just so you're aware, might target the wrong person because you don't know you don't know their locations.
How long does that fog last for?
10 minutes, or until the caster cancels it.
Ah. Is that one above El Nino still alive?
Yes, Bearded Devil, the Bardy Devil. Yes, he is.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's not 10 minutes. It's an hour. That spell lasts for.
Ah. Okay. I'm gonna move. Up. Stop fucking. No! Move!
We go and I'll move it if it's not moving for you.
No, I got it. There we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna move there, and can I see that through that fog?
So it's a 20-foot sphere on the middle point. So in a sense, from where the white demonic creature is, it is a 20-foot radius. So doing quick calculation of math, you can just 20 foot, 120 foot, 20 foot, yeah, 20 foot radius. You can just make out the from the curvature. You can just make out the Bardy Devil, and I mean just and no more.
Right. Okay. I'll chance it.
You can chance it, yeah. I would say it's got half cover, but it's not solid matter, so it's straight through if you can hit it.
So, who killed the other flying guy? He's dead, isn't he?
You killed it.
No,
The
I
one-
killed the first one.
You mean the one that went
was two.
invisible? The one that I said went invisible? Disappeared from sight.
Oh no, I was talking about the guy in the middle. Is he invisible?
You
Like,
can't
he's
see
dead.
him. You can't see that anyone in that circle. That was their last known positions
Right,
for you.
okay. Right. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
So to all intents and
yeah,
purposes, they're all alive.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna attack that one above
Nino?
El Nino, or at least attempt.
Oh, is this with your bow?
Yes.
You need to spend an action to reattach your bow.
Oh,
Your string snapped, remember?
Shit, that's right. Okay. I am gonna.
Just being me being the DM here, your bow needs to be repaired.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'll use the action to do that then.
So you'll spend your action.
So I move back then.
No, you can move and then do it. You can move. It's just you consume your action to reattach your bowstring.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
Right,
you
so
spend.
I'm using.
Yep. So you've moved. You're now spending the time going. Fuck. Try to reattach it to then take a shot.
Yeah.
This person is going to do this because there's nothing else they can do. Okay, well, they can do it. Craven, you're up.
I am going to stare this barbed devil straight down.
Mm-hmm.
And in Infernal,
Yep.
I'm going to shout. Actually, no. In Abyssal,
Sure.
I'm going to shout that by the time we're done, all you demons with an Elder Realm, as I cast Hex.
Cast Hex as a bonus action. Understood.
Debuff to strength checks?
Debuff to strength checks. Okay.
So he has disadvantage on strength checks, or with anything to do with strength, I think. Strength checks, yeah.
Any
Ability checks made with a chosen ability, yeah. So just
the
on strength
disadvantage.
checks.
So has disadvantage or it's lowered.
Choose one ability when you cast a spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Okay. Good to know.
I am then going to take my first attack
Mm-hmm.
with redemption.
Mm-hmm. That's a miss.
Okay, second attack with redemption.
That is a hit. Bro, you're now starting to get the feel for this blade, so
Yeah.
you're starting to get used to it.
Wow, I rolled poorly on that damage. So, 3
Three.
plus hex damage, 4. Hang on, I rolled 3 d6s, got a 2, a 1, and a 1. Okay.
Oh, this is brilliant. Yeah. So you kind of like swing your newly acquired sword, and as you do, you get used to stuff. But you also now, from using stuff, start to notice. Remember your previous sword, the kind of like crackles of cold and ice begin to form, as if you're and it kind of like as if you're getting used to it, and as if your power is starting to become one. Okay, is that all you're gonna do?
That is all I can do.
Okay. Rhea on her turn is gonna steady herself and try to swing again with her mace. You all notice and stuff. The mace is starting. She's kind of like putting a lot into it, and the mace glow very bright and intense. And will hit, dealing 9 damage. Okay, I use all when as Rhea brings down this mace down with the glow of intensive kind of like light. As she strikes the Bardy Devil, you kind of see it kind of like go back in pain, as if the damage was dealt was a lot more painful than just a blow. Something else was going on. On its turn, so that's hers. On this one's turn, it's going to attempt to do this. Okay. El Nino, where you're at, you can hear the flatter of Lulu's wings. All of a sudden, you hear like a screech. You hear a screech, as if from Lulu, as if something has just struck her, and upon doing so, you're hearing in your head, because you're the closest stuff, help.
Fuck. Okay.
That's all you hear.
Yeah.
You can't do it until your turn, but you hear Lulu shout in your mind, help, as you hear her squeal.
Alright.
On Lulu's turn, yous are going to kind of you flying out and stuff, and in a sense, just out of nowhere, you're seeing like Lulu. You can see Lulu has been just took a beating, as if she's been defending, trying to fight off that creature in there, and she's covered in like cuts and scratch marks, and blood is just like not like a reddish blood. This is a kind of like an unnatural, kind of like an orange blood pouring out of her, and you can tell that she's struggling and stuff as she's like curling down, struggling to stay afloat and stuff. She's took a beating here, doing whatever she's been doing inside that fog. And it's gonna be her. Old tip, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to break concentration on...
Which cancels
fog.
your fog. So
Yep.
let me just do this, 1 sec. So fog is gone, but so just so you're aware, the demonic creature that was there is now here, and she's now here.
Okay. And that makes things easier. That's 50 feet. We are going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ray of Enfeeblement.
On this guy right here.
Yep.
Ray of Enfeeblement.
Black Bloom and the target the stuff must make a Constitution saving throw. And it was against this guy here, correct? Or was it him?
The white
This
demon.
one, white line. So
The
Constitution.
one.
Yep. Constitution saving throw.
Croc, you can just hold
Yeah.
down left click on a
And
point
it'll
and it'll ping.
There we go.
Succeeds.
Ooh.
And I don't think anything happens on a hit. The target deals only half damage on a hit. The target deals only half damage with a weapon with type and strength. At the end of each of its turns, it can get Constitution saving. Yep. It doesn't save. It fails. It goes off. So it succeeds. So nothing happens. Pretty sure. Still trying to get used to your spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It succeeds. So it doesn't happen. Nothing happens.
Okay. That's annoying. Let's see. I'm going to move up behind Bridget
Bridget,
yep.
Mhm.
To end my turn.
That's you. Perfect. In your turn. El Nino, you're up. You in your head have just heard in Lulu's voice, help.
I'm gonna relay that to the rest of the group. Guys,
Yep.
fucking kill that thing over there. Quickly. And I'm gonna attack. Fuck. I don't know, actually.
Do-do-do-do.
How hurt is Lulu?
She's struggling to stay afloat right now. Struggling. You can tell it's taking all of her effort just to stay in flying right now.
So I'm gonna attack this guy.
Yep.
With my rapier first.
Yep. That's
Whack.
a crit. Double the
12.
dice.
Is somebody doing critical damage? 5.
Okay, so that's fine. So
12.
12. Rain, not working. Okay. The Bardy Devil is still standing, but is bleeding heavily.
And for my bonus action, I'm gonna use. I'm gonna cast actually.
You do it.
First level.
Mhm.
Healing word
You cast Healing Word.
on Lulu, who should be. She's in six
She's within range.
well with it. Well with it.
Cast Healing Word.
Yep. Bap. 5. Yo, I'm singing.
Yeah. You kind of like healing, go da-da-da, as you begin to cast the Healing Word and heal some Lulu. Oh, no, not you, Lulu. You don't sing along with them.
Oh no!
They're multiplying.
Mitosis.
Okay.
And I believe that's all I can do.
Oh, you can do it. Understood. Senric. What is Senric going to do? Barton.
Oh, sorry.
What's Senric doing right now?
I'm looking at his things. One sec. Okay, I'm gonna move. Ooh, I'm gonna move him to. Oh, I can't because fucking Bearded Devil's next. What to do?
What you gonna do, boy?
It's fucking difficult. So I'm gonna move here.
Where's there? Yep.
I'm gonna move to there. I'm gonna attack him
On you up.
with my infinite dagger.
Yep.
Bow bow.
This miss as he goes with his dagger.
And then I'm going to use bonus action disengage, and I'm going to use the 20-foot lift of movement to move, over there.
Yep.
And that's it. That's what I'm going to do.
Perfect. The birdie devil, heavily damaged and stuff, is going to swing at you first, Anonio. Hearing what you just said, is now came to terms with it and is like, I'm going to fucking just kill it. Just kill it. So first attack against you, Anonio.
Get this demon a midlife crisis.
22. 22 to hit.
22, yeah, that hits.
You take 9 points of damage.
I got a leather outfit if you want.
I got a leech.
9 points of slashing damage. Craven, its next claw attack is going to be against you.
Yep.
11 to hit. I'm pretty sure that misses.
Misses.
And the last thing of his tail is going to attack Rhea. And will miss. But she kind of like raises her shield and goes against it as it batters it off. And it's going to stay within range. Okay. Bridget.
Yes, apologies, I was AFK.
No, it's fine.
What did I miss?
Nothing. It's not your turn. Out of nowhere.
Did I miss my turn?
No, it's not your turn. I'm just letting you know. Out of nowhere, something bites at you.
Ah, okay.
It's a 17 hit.
Yes.
You take 4 points of piercing damage as the imp reappears
Ouch.
right in front of you. I don't know where it's gone. The imp's vanished, but it's right in front of you. And that'll be its turn. Reappear, bitch. It's right in front of you, but it's just not playing ball. Boundary doesn't.
I can see the smoke. I can see the smoky
fixed it.
thing.
Fixed it.
Yep.
Boundary's being a
There
dick.
you
The other, whatever's attacking the shield attacks it again, and the shield now falls to the point that the way this magical shield is, it is now where it's sitting. The civilians are pretty much, there is not a lot of room left before it starts to collapse around. In a sense, civilians are going to start falling out of this magical shield. Bridget, you're up. You have an imp right in front of you that just took a bite at you, which just bit you.
Yeah. What is this magical shield? Did I miss something?
Oh, it's the shield around the civilians that's currently protecting them from a demonic presence that's currently attacking it.
Oh,
It's that
right,
shield.
Right, yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So I obviously can't shoot the imp.
You can attempt
So-
to, but it'll be with disadvantage.
Yeah. So I have. Can I use my 2 daggers?
Uh-huh.
Or is that an action to change weapon?
No.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna take my 2 daggers and then I'll do my my double attack.
Yep.
So first one.
That's a hit.
And damage.
Okay.
And
So as
you want me to roll the second one?
nope, it's dead.
Oh,
This
okay.
imp takes a bite at you, and upon doing so, it's within range of you. You kind of like very quickly with your offhand grab the imp by the throat, taking your dagger and just go no, straight into its chest, and as it falls limp in your hand as you just drop it on the floor.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You still got your second attack?
Can I then pick up the dead imp?
Okay. I know where this is going.
And can I launch it at the other guy?
Okay, so I'll say you wouldn't have dropped it. It's still in your hand.
Yeah.
You want to
and
throw it?
I'm
Sure.
I'm gonna launch it at him.
Sure. Are you launching to hit him with it, I take it?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
roll.
throwing it like a dart with the pointy head at the
Oh
front.
my god. Okay.
I like how Bridget's going for a 30-foot lawn dart throw with an imp.
Okay. So you're not, just so you're aware. Let me it just explains. You're not versatile. You're not trained on throwing corpses. You're not a barbarian.
No,
So
I like the challenge.
I will say you're practicing. You've thrown a corpse before, so you're not proficient with it. So you don't get any modifiers to this. So it would be a pure D20 plus your Dex modifier.
That's
That's
what's
it.
my dex modifier?
That's it.
+3.
So it'll be a D20 plus 3, and you would have no proficiency here.
Okay.
You can fling it. It's not heavy. How the
Oh my.
fuck did you crack that? What the fuck?
The practicing came in good.
Annie, one sec. My brain.
I used to believe that Bridget isn't like fucking a 6'11"
Wild magic
fucking
surge.
strong man, dude. Like gigantic, just fucking traps for days.
Oh my god.
The mountain, but an elf.
Oh, I love it.
One sec.
Yes.
Okay. What's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is +1.
Okay, so roll me a D6 plus your strength modifier plus 3.
So
I found an image
three.
of Bridget.
Oh my god. So people in chat who don't know, it's literally, it's like, oh my god, it's fucking 8 damage. Okay.
60. Okay.
Don't know where you don't know where did you see the 60? I don't see a 60. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. You saw fucking nothing. Saw nothing. So out of nowhere, Ultip, you've just seen Bridget, who you've only literally met within the last like 20 minutes, like over an hour now, take the corpse of this imp and with quite precision and stuff, launch it at this white demonic creature, dealing damage.
With the darts at the head, like,
Right. And
the
you know,
things at the top of the head, the horns.
yes. And it's like,
Get the word horns.
and it's like, you try to process this right now and says, you've just witnessed an elf that are normally not like this, especially for a ranger. Take the corpse of a dead body and throw it at this thing. This white demonic creature is going to also, seeing a corpse of its ally fling towards it and kind of hit it, turn and look at you, Bridget.
I'm gonna do like a cheeky wee smile and do like one of those wee girly waves, like hi.
Look, yeah, it's gonna look at you, and it's like, and kind of give you that kind of like a wee grin, as if it's like, as it readies its weapons and is looking to you and begins to like kind of like motion a bit towards you.
This is flirty. Step on me.
I'm just looking back and forth between the corpse she just threw and her.
Yeah.
Just a little bit dumbfounded.
Yeah. This is like
Blokes get yoked from doing a really heavy lift. It's just after that. Oh, yeah, yeah.
this is brilliant. So the priest. This is the first time you've all now seen the priest on the floor. You can see her no longer prone, but on her stomach. She's covered in blood, but she's slowly crawling away, trying not to be noticed as she's crawling away from this thing. And you throwing this corpse at the white demonic creature, Bridget, this kind of gave her enough of a movement to get out of the way of it. And you see her just crawling as if she's trying to crawl her way to the magical shield, the magical barrier of sorts. Craven, you were up. You have just heard a thud as, from all intent and blood is pouring and stuff. And having a look around, you've just seen Bridget throw the body of an imp at this thing.
At this point, Craven's not even surprised. However, hearing Nonyo say we need to kill that thing and motioning towards the big one.
Yep.
I am going to, so as not to waste time, just telepathically through the eerie token that's in his pocket, just say on it as I sort of dart out and take this position here.
Yep.
He gets an attack of
He gets attack opportunity and stuff because you're now out of range, so he would swing at you with his claw.
Thought so.
26.
Oh, that misses. Nah, I've got like a 37 AC, dude.
Just so you're aware, it's also a crit.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Give me that damage.
10 points of slashing damage as you get out of his way, so roll really low.
Squish me, Bob Daddy.
Oh, I will.
Oh fuck, what is this campaign?
You
10.
motherfuckers.
What is this campaign turning into?
How much damage do I take?
10.
That's all?
That's it, it rolled really bad.
That devil got up in the morning, looked in the mirror, and said, "I'm going to be the most terrifying fucking devil." And now he's so fucking disappointed.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. So what are you going to do?
Job well.
Oh my god, this is brilliant.
Oh, I need to take this shit seriously. So Hexblade's curse on fucking Cracker Demon. Let's go.
Mind the dead body.
Cursed.
Sweet. And first swing.
That is a miss. As you bring your swing down and stuff, bring your blade down and stuff, the creature has its back to you, but it subconsciously senses your presence and goes out of the way, and now begins to turn at you.
I miss my +8.
Yep. That's a hit. Next one, second swing swings. As you dodge and stuff, the creature kind of dodges up, but you bring it back down quickly enough that it goes, and you kind of go across its chest. Roll damage.
Cool.
4. Oh, you have Hexblade, yep, 7. Yep. And upon doing this, you kind of go and stuff. And you know, your blade, your redemption weapon, gets more and more, begins to crackle more and more as your power begins to flow more and more through it. It is as if you are becoming more and more attuned with it as you begin to go. Anything else, or is that you? I think that's you. That is you.
That's it.
Yep. Rhea is going to fixate on the Bardy Devil and kind of looks at you and on you and kind of like says, "I've got this." I've got this. Focus on the big guy. Will attack. Oh fuck. Okay. He brings her mace in again and stuff, and upon doing so, he kind of cracks it into the top of it. Kind of cracks it into its skull, and then the Bardy Devil kind of goes like down on one knee, and is like trying to push itself back up with all of its strength. As Rhea comes back down with a second swing, and not back down, she kind of like brings it back to smack it in the side of its face. Oh fuck. El Nonyo.
Double children.
Don't mess with Rhea. She carries mace.
You kind of like brings it down, cracks it, and then kind of like turns herself round, and the creature, and as the Bardy Devil begins to pull itself, swings back round back round, kind of like swings at it, cracks it on the side of its jaw, and all you hear, El Nonyo, is a as its skull is crushed and its neck snaps as it falls to the floor.
Oh, yeah, dude. A knowing nod to Rhea from Melania.
She kind of gives you that nod back and then pulls her mace, kind of like brings her mace up and then turns, and we'll move it to here. As far as she'll go, because you can tell that took a lot out of her. The white bearded creature kind of looks at you, Kraken. And
Oh boy.
kind of goes, and you can, and excuse me, calm him, because this is, these are more difficult than I was hoping. And kind of like, because this looks, and because I'll need to, kind of like needs like, kind of look, and I need to like bring out like, no longer hold back and stuff. And he now look at the floor, sees the priest crawling away. Will do the falling to you first. Okay. So it's going to attack you, Kraken, with its sword.
Mm.
20 to hit,
That hits.
dealing 11 damage.
Oh, okay.
And then as it brings its long sword down, it's going to swing at you with its claw. And will 17 to hit,
That hits.
dealing 6 points of slashing damage. As this thing's going all ham at you and stuff. And now, this is the first time you've now seen it during this fight, as it begins to move its wings. As it goes and takes flight. In a sense, ready to do whatever it's going to do.
Okay.
Lulu, telepathically to you, Kraken, it says, kind of like, it says one word, beware.
Okay.
And, well, let me just check something with Lulu, give me a second. Does she have that right? I think she does, I just need to confirm it. You can reply back if you want.
I'm going to actually respond to the demon.
Okay.
In Infernal, just like, it's been talking to me in common, so I feel like I should only respond in its tongue.
Okay.
And just sort of say, you stand no chance against us.
He kind of looks at you, hearing that, and goes, kind of gives you that evilly smiley grin. Bum, bum, bum. Lulu is going to. This is the first time you've all witnessed this. Yeah, this is the first time you've all witnessed this. Is Lulu was takes a deep breath in and breathes out a gust of a very high, very kind of like a tornado out of its trumpet. I need Kraken, and let me just confirm this. I need Kraken and El Nino to make me dexterity saving throws to see if you can dodge out the way of the. Okay.
Nope.
So, El Nino, you successfully dodge You don't take any damage, but as it's finished, jumping at creature from significant energy or one of the following effects chosen by the stuff. But Craven, you take 8 points of lightning damage. Is this kind of like, as this kind of like tornado thing, this tornado blown from Lulu comes out, and as it hits you, you then notice it's statically charged as it deals 8 points of lightning damage to you.
Okay.
Old set, you're up.
Okay. So, he's not that far in the air, right?
He is about... So, in a sense, he's about... Let's, for all intents and purposes, he's 5 foot off the ground right now. He's not high. He is within...
Okay.
You, if I said you can swing at him with a sword, you can hit him. He is just approximately 5 foot off the ground. As he like, he kind of floats between 3 and 5.
I on a. That's not what I want. This is it. I am going to cast at 3rd level.
Okay.
Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness at 3rd level. Okay. You increase by 1d8 for each slot that you cast as at. So you cast it at 3rd level, which is 3d8. My target is 2d8, 3d8. How many dice did you roll there?
Just one. For the hit.
Yep. So
it's gonna automatically roll the damage dice for him, though.
yeah. I succeed a save.
So, on a failed save, it also poisons until the next turn. Okay, yeah.
Against a target on a hit, you deal the following damage. Okay, so I was just checking. Needs to be a fail. 13 to hit. Sadly misses.
Okay. Let's...
In a sense, you were not, in a sense, you've explored a lot. And normally you know what you're getting into. This is your first time you've been in combat for a while, and it's taken some getting used to and stuff, and with your allies and stuff around you, that kind of like new allies, mate, you're kind of frightened to deal damage and stuff to them. You're like worrying, like, and stuff, and with Kraven being in range, you're hesitant enough and you're not fully confident with what you're doing because this is the first time you're with a group of stuff. Normally you're just exploring by yourself.
Yeah.
Anything else you wish to do?
I've got nothing else I can do.
Okay.
I don't think.
You've got movement and bonus action still.
I will move right here for now.
Okay, that's fine. And nothing. What you can't do? You can't think you can do any of your bonus actions.
No, I can't do anything with my bonus actions.
Okay.
Nothing that wouldn't, inhibit the allies.
That's totally fine. El Nano, you are up.
I'm gonna move right here.
Yep,
Right
you
there.
move right there and stuff. So you're now within 5. You're in a sense within range of this thing, and this thing's going as it's swinging
I'll
its
get
sword and claws at Kraven.
I can attack him without disadvantage with my rapier. Right?
Yeah. So it's in a sense, the way to describe it, it's not. It's kind of like flying in the air. It's off the ground, but it's floating anywhere between, say, approximately 3 foot off the floor to 5 foot as it flies up and down. and stuff. As if it's just not on the floor, it's just flying, moving around in the air.
I'll attack you with my rapier then.
There you go.
Bam.
That's it to hit. Roll damage, please.
I'll also do my psychic blade on that.
Yep, so your purple glow goes. You go.
One second, when you roll the damage for that.
Yep.
3d6. Wow.
Wow.
It's 13.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
13 damage. Plus, I get another one because 2 weapon fighting.
On you.
So rapier again. Bam.
That's a
10.
miss.
Fuck.
As you kind of bring your rapier down and go stabbing at it and stuff, you cannot hit it, and upon doing so, the white demonic creature looks at you and kind of goes back at you and gives you that look as if it recognizes something, it recognizes what you've just done, and looks at you with a kind of look of disbelief of what's just happened.
Ooh, fuck, dude.
Is there anything else you wish to do? Is that you?
That's me. That's all I can be.
Okay, what do you want Senric to do? Senric can throw that infinite dagger as well, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Do a little jig.
Do a little dance. Make love tonight. I'll move him here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he should be within range of the infinite dagger as well. Yeah,
He's in range. Yep.
So I'll throw that at him.
Yep, so roll.
D6
It's the same. It's dagger is versatile, so it uses the same thing for him.
Okay.
It uses his dex modifier.
Wow.
Okay.
Netty one.
Senric, all you see is Senric running and stuff, and in this fight is like kind of like looks at Rhea
Nat 1, the Revengeing.
and takes his dagger and throws it. Upon doing so, can you roll me damage, please?
Okay.
Doesn't get sneak. Okay. Kind of like goes and throws it. Kind of giving Rhea that look as if trying to show off a bit, and throws it. El Nano, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
I
Boy.
was so hoping that was going to be me.
I was like, I done that, and I'm like, no, he's aiming at this. It's going to be El Nano because he's looking at Rhea and not paying attention, and he's right-handed, so it'll naturally start drifting to the left. So it's going to hit you, El Nano, dealing 4 points of piercing damage. It's a dagger, goes into your back. You kind of turn, kind of give Senric a look, and he's like, and he kind of like looks at you with his hands up, and he's like, "Was it me? My dagger's in my hand. I didn't do anything."
What the fuck?
And bonus action, the bonus action, I'm going to just take this control of this one. He is going to, for all intents and purposes, go invisible. As if he didn't do a thing.
God damn it. I was so hoping that was going to hit me. That would have been so funny. After what happened last time.
That's fucking brilliant. That'll be his turn.
Alright.
Okay. You stand here a doof, doof, against the shield again as it begins to, as it now collapses. And 5, 10, it moves in, and you now see this imp kind of go in, and you see all these civilians kind of curl in fear as this imp just begins to flail at them. Bridget, you're up.
Okay. I guess I'll just take a pot shot.
Mm-hmm. The white flying creature.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing that's still alive, isn't it?
Oh, there's an imp alive. There's an imp currently attacking the civilians. Down here.
Did you not listen to what just happened?
Just there. She might be zoomed in, she can't see it.
yeah, I can see. Yeah, okay, I see it now. I'm zoomed out. Okay, shit. Okay.
It's now swinging at the civilians. The shield is dropped. It's going.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna move 40. I'm guessing at that fountain. Can I see?
So the way the fountain goes around the circle. It is about, say, approximately 2 foot off the ground before it goes to the water and like it dips into the water, and the middle bit extends a further. From the middle bit is another, like, say, 10 foot, like another, like 8 to 10 foot above that, and it's stuff. So it's not a complete thing. You can see around it.
Right. Okay. So can I? See
You have a clear shot at it if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
The shot is clear, so you can see it.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna take my 2 attacks on that imp, and I'm gonna use my.
Use
brain.
You're gonna use your Slayer's Mark, Hunter's Mark, you can spell your Hail of Thorns, protection from evil and good.
No, sorry, I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the Slayer's Prey thing.
Okay, Slayers. Does that not have to be within a certain range, or I think there's something else that you've got?
Oh, I don't know. I have to be out within. I have to see it within 60
foot. It's out the 60-foot range.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. I'll just use my double attack then.
Okay. You go. On you go. That's a hit. Roll damage. So first attack 7. This creature's kind of going, and out of nowhere, with your first blow hits, second shot hits. In rapid succession here. 5. As you do so, you kind of go with both shots. First through one wing, first through the second wing, and the creature like kind of like, as it's kind of like floating in the air, kind of goes and hits the ground, and turns around and looks at you, and now you see the civilians look at it, and it's like, oh fuck. And now you, in a sense, see like some of the civilians kind of like crack their knuckles. Seeing this thing now here, looking at like, oh, ready to, in a sense, kind of like stand up and try and protect their loved ones. Anything else you wish to do?
I'm just checking something. Is Hunter's Mark a bonus action?
Hunter's Mark, I believe, is a spell it costs to cast for you, and it is a bonus action to cast.
Yeah, right, okay, that's fine. No, that'll be everything for me. I'll kind of like try and like taunt it a little bit. Like I'll kind of wave my bow at it as if to say.
That's fine.
Like.
Yeah, you're kind of like become like, bring it, bitch. Fucking bring it. Right.
I'm trying to divert its attention, basically.
Understood. The priest is going to, on its turn, cast, kind of like as it's crawling away, is going to cast. I can't cast that. It's not going to do any of the stuff. It's just going to kind of keep crawling its way away. It has to be within range. It's not. Craven, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to keep swinging at it with Redemption.
Swing at it.
Wait, I just realised that Craven's on 3 health.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Shit.
Huh? Oh, yes.
On the hit, I'm gonna scream.
Yep.
I'm your opponent. And I'm going to spend a spell slot to imbue my blade with an Eldritch Smite.
Okay, do it.
Which is... another 4d8 damage. And I can knock the target prone if it's huge or smaller?
Its class is a medium creature.
Sweet. So, base damage.
Okay, a second.
Plus
Roll the other damage, please.
triple check. 4d8, I believe, because it's 1d8 plus 1d8 per level of the spell slot. So...
How do you want to do this? How do you want to do it?
So, as I'm slowly getting used to this weapon, and slowly learning to, like, put my power into it the way I was used to the weapon I created, I do a massive overhead swing trying to sort of catch it in the center of its chest with the tip of the blade.
Yep.
As the frost starts to appear on the blade from the Eldritch Smite,
Uh-huh.
with the weight and size of the blade and power of the swing, I slam it into the ground.
Yep.
Tip of the blade going straight through its chest.
Mm-hmm.
I step forward, raising the blade up straight, twist the blade, and as I do, I disintegrate the creature into a radiant burst.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So that kicked off.
When I reduce a fiend or undead to 0 hit points,
Mm-hmm.
I can have that creature instantly evaporate in a radiant burst. All fiends and undead within 30 feet of that creature take 2d8 radiant damage and must succeed on a DC Constitution saving throw of 15 or be blinded until the end of their next turn.
Okay.
There's
So
nothing else
there's nothing there.
but
To
it
use
just
it, yeah.
detonates in holy light.
Use all for the first time with Craven, with his new weapon, see this happen as a bright light goes through and it is deleted from existence. Like it's just gone. There's nothing, no remains, nothing. Anything else you wish to do?
Anything? Could it have left anything for me to study?
No.
Ash, and that's about it.
It basically turned into radiant light and exploded.
Yeah, it's gone. Anything else you can want to do in your turn? I think it's like your bonus action. No, do you have your bonus action, or did you use that for your thing?
No, I haven't used my bonus action. I don't
Okay.
know what I can do with it though.
Bonus action and movement still.
I am going to eye off the imp and just start walking towards it. Just not even take my full movement. I end my turn.
Okay. Sick. Okay, Rhea, just seeing what you have done, kind of gobsmacked, and is going to, seeing that the shield is, the magical barrier and shield is fallen down, is going to use her movement and a dash to go straight to there and make a beeline towards the civilians. Lulu is the same. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to go and make a
I'll be back real quick.
make a beeline straight to them as well. But with Lulu being able to do it, she kind of like does it at an ungodly speed, straight to it. Ultip, you're up. Pretty much everything is dead. You've just witnessed the group that you are with do weird, ungodly things that you've never seen before, and you see them all now charging towards this currently defenseless, injured imp. Currently being swarmed by like civilians and stuff in the party. You've just seen like the small floating yellow elephant kind of go and start charging its way towards it.
I'm sure that's all fine. So I'm going to move up next to the priest here.
Yep.
And try and like stop her bleeding.
Yeah. So she's stable, but you can like spend your action to try and like help stabilize her a bit and stuff to kind of get her on her feet.
Yes.
Yep, that's totally fine. I won't get you to make a roll with this because she is stable and stuff. So, but what I will do is she will raise her hand to you on because where you are, and we'll do this.
Want to make sure that was within my movement.
You haven't took damage, have you? It kind of raises her hand to you and will cast Bless onto you, which allows you to roll an extra d4 on. Allows you to roll a d4 and add it to the number on any attack or saving throws that you need to make.
Okay. Stevie.
Oh, you didn't extra order?
Just out of range. I'm gonna end my turn because I
Perfect.
don't have range on the imp for anything, so.
Perfect, okay. El Nano, if you're back, it is your turn.
I am back.
Before that, I just remembered something.
What?
Since I killed something affected by my Hexblade's curse, I regain 9 health.
On you go, you regain your 9 health. So, El Nano, you're up. You've just witnessed Kraken disintegrate this creature, and everyone, you now start to hear the civilians kind of go up, and you start hearing like beating on this imp, and you just see Lulu, a dot of light, straight across the board towards them.
Kind of need him. Do we need him for questioning, or should we just fucking ice? Fuck, dude. I'm gonna, as Kraven's passing me, I'm gonna give a Cure Wounds at level, let's say, level 2. So I just touched him and go, whoop.
Yep.
Throw the damages for it. 13, so you get 13 hit points back.
Yep.
I'll then pass.
As you kind of walk past, you go. You
My
touch him.
health is just yo-yoing. This is great.
And for my bonus, my big bonus action, I'm going to do fuck all. Actually, let me look you. I can't see Senric, so I can't use Healing Word on him, can I?
Currently, right now, he's hidden behind Kraven, so he is stealthy. You can't really see him.
He's invisible?
Yeah, he's invisible, yeah, but he's kind of like stealthy. He's hiding behind Kraven.
I have to be able to see him. You know,
Yep.
to heal him.
You can't actually see him. Fucking brilliant. Is that you?
I'm just gonna say, Senric, you little shit, I was gonna fucking heal you. Now I
Is that-
can't see you.
Senric, from behind Kraven, sticks a finger up at you, goes, fuck you, bitch. And he goes,
I know you're
5,
sticking up a
10.
finger, you bitch. I can't see you. Cast your wounds on level 1 of myself. Fuck it.
Yep.
10. I get 10.
Take 10 hit
back.
points. Is that you then?
It's me.
Senric, what do you want Senric to do?
Did I just actually? I don't think I can.
Can you cure wounds in your? Can't. Just 2 actions.
Yes, 2 actions.
Yeah, so cancel
I will
that
check.
other one.
I double checked. Fine. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Yep. So Senric,
yeah.
what do you want him to do?
I'm gonna want him to move 2
He's deaf.
right here.
Yep.
To his death. And then you can 60 feet. He can fire. You can throw his dagger too.
Yep.
He's just about in range, so I'm gonna make him throw his dagger.
Throw his dagger. It'll drop his invisibility, so throw his dagger.
That's fine. He'll get sneak attack on top of it as well. So.
Cool, Lulu.
Yeah. I'm still on Nonyo's fucking sheet. I'm looking around for it.
That is a hit. We're even gonna get to roll.
Till damage 20.
Senric kind of like takes the dagger out. It's the same dagger. Looks at Rhea and then looks at you and just throws it wildly out of nowhere. And all he hears a as the imp falls on the floor, and he's like, it kind of looks as if he's like, oh, I didn't do that, and kind of like stands there, and you see him now adjusting himself and stuff, but he kind of like, as he does it, he hits the crystal in his chest, and kind of like goes, kind of looks at it and goes, ow. And that we are now, for all intents and purposes, out of combat. So, combat is ended. There is bodies everywhere. Upon seeing you now kill everything, the civilians kind of like all are huddling, are not like all huddled together and stuff, but are not in fear. The priest, prayer, is kind of like on, like kind of like still on the ground and stuff, and with kind of like old Tip and her together get back on her feet and stuff, and she begins to make her way to the edge of the fountain to take a seat. So, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go care for the civilians. And let's see what's going on.
I'm going to walk over to the priest.
Yep. So El Nino, you make your way to the civilians. Upon approaching El Nino, the civilians kind of like look at you shocked because the way because what you are Dragonborn. But after just like a few seconds, they all kind of calm down and stuff, and you can hear them all witnessing and stuff, kind of like whispering to each other. Is they here? Kind of like, are they here to help us? Are they here to save us?
We are not enemies, that's for sure.
They kind of all look
down, rest.
Kind of all look at you with a sigh of relief and stuff as you are there and stuff. You also that you now see like children in the very back corner curling in fear, tears running down their faces and stuff. You just completely...
I'm gonna take my lute out and start singing.
Yep.
A little ditty to calm.
So I'm gonna send to be about here, and you're going to take your lute out and start singing.
Only calmingly, like.
Okay. Take your lute out and you start to play a song and stuff calmingly to kind of like
just to calm the kids down, like.
To calm, just and kind of like cast them all down and stuff.
Bounce.
Craven, you're making your way to the priest and stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. What is everyone else doing? Lulu is also going to kind of like bring herself down to the level of like the kids and stuff to allow them to like pet her to try and keep them calm and stuff. So she's also kind of helping you right now. So what is Old Tip and Bridget doing right now?
Did we not have a civilian that we found away in a corner somewhere?
So that civilian, you left her outside the cathedral in a corner and said that we'll be back about a day and a half ago.
Well, yeah, but were we not supposed to go and get her?
Well, yes. Plus, you have
the more recent one was the one I was talking about, the one that we found in here.
Plus, you have civilians.
This was happening.
Yeah. Plus, you have civilians that you knew were away down the back and stuff. Are you in a sense wanting to go back and get them?
Yes.
Okay. So for all intents and purposes, right, Bridget, you're gonna like you begin to make your way. For all intents and purposes, you still see Bridget kind of look at you and stuff. And Old Tip, she kind of looks at you and she's in a sense she's heading to go and get the civilians. What's everyone else? So what's Old Tip doing?
I am inspecting and kind of analyzing.
Yeah.
The
so
I'm studying the demons.
Sure, you're studying the demons.
The imp, at least.
I'll say for all intents and purposes, you don't have to make a roll for this. You can study demons and stuff. You just in a sense examine them, trying to get them stuff while you're doing that and stuff. So I will say for right now, Senric is currently like playing with the crystal in his chest, as if he's trying to talk to it and stuff, as if he's trying to like tap it, as if he's trying to go like hello, in there. And Rhea is gonna make her way to the civilians as well. We'll make her way to the priest actually.
Tap. Okay, Google.
Okay, Google and stuff. So, what are you wanting to do with the priest?
So I'm actually going to sit next to them and sort of plant the tip of the great sword around.
Yep.
And without even just sitting next to them, without even really making eye contact and looking at them, I'm just going to say, making a deal, demons.
She kind of like puts her face in her hands and bursts into tears and stuff. And she says to you, and this says, I gave up all hope of us surviving and stuff. The deal was the only offer that I had left to try and save them all and stuff. And she's like in tears, crying into her hands.
I saw that barrier you made. Don't tell me you can make a barrier like that and not have the power to destroy something.
She kind of looks at you and says, I wasn't the one that made it. That was, and you can now see in her face the kind of like a bit like dread and stuff. It kind of looks at Rhea, and she kind of looks back at her, and Rhea looks and kind of like, you mean it wasn't him, was it? And she kind of nods, and she goes, Ravengard? He's alive? So you recognize the name, because obviously Rhea's said this, Baldur Ravengard. But you all remember, do you remember who he is?
Vaguely. I know I've heard the name and I can't remember why.
He is one of the rulers of one of the kind of like the main ruler / guard of Elturel's knights.
Okay, so they're like head of the guard.
Head, yes. He is like, in a sense, he is like above. So best way to describe it, remember how the guy who was kind of the ruler of Elturel that was in Baldur's Gate? This guy is in a sense pretty much below him. He is the one, the leader, and the leader that kind of sits in the chair. Ravengard is the one that does he is the, in a sense, the ruler / the one that controls the knights and the Hell Knights, all that sort of stuff of Elturel. He is in a sense the peacekeeper, leader of the peacekeeper.
General.
Yes.
Okay.
And you kind of like see Rhea kind of put her hand on the priest to kind of comfort her. Is there anything you want to say?
Well, definitely would have rather to have seen the people here fighting a little harder.
She kind of looks and it says, "This is the people that are." It's still like crying and stuff, but she's starting to calm down. Like kind of like tears are starting like kind of calming down a bit and stuff. It says, all the people that can fight and were left were killed or were taken prisoner. This is the people here. And she now turns to look. Most of the people that are here are women and children, the elderly, and people that are very badly hurt. You get the sense that from looking at these civilians, there is no the men. There's not a lot of men here. The men that are here are badly hurt. in a sense, they have like broken arms, legs are broken, they're badly beaten, as if they have fought with everything they've got, and what is left is not a lot.
Well, it seems while more could be done, you've definitely done your best to survive.
She kind of says, we gave up all hope of anyone finding us, and says, she kind of looks at you and stuff, and says, where did you come from? Where have you been hiding?
We came from Baldur's Gate.
She kind of looks at all of yous, and then looks at Rhea. How it's been days, weeks. Nearly weeks. We've been sitting here fighting. Is this how it's? And you can see in her head that she's trying to like process, like, how did you? How is? How, and you can kind of like, she's starting to get in her head, like trying to work out how you got here.
Let's just say,
Mhm.
what happened here almost repeated itself. The walls of Baldur's Gate.
Okay. Hearing you say that, she kind of looks shocked. And she goes, she kind of looks at you and says, did you stop it? Says Baldur's Gate can't fall.
We prevented it.
A sigh of relief kind of comes from one. She goes, it's just, God.
And now we're here to drag Elturel back.
Upon hearing you say that, she's like, how are you planning on dragging it back? Have you got a plan? Or use stuff?
Well, we're figuring it out as we go. However, we do have the contract.
Contract. So she kind of looks at you with contract and stuff. While this is all happening, having this conversation, Ultep, you're examining the bodies and stuff. You've seen some demons and stuff, and like these kind of creatures reading and stuff. You've never actually seen one in person up close, and you are fascinated by how about like the wings. You're kind of exploring their wings, thinking, yes. You're poking at them and stuff, and you're learning more about them as you do this. So you're learning more about what they are and how they kind of like what they are and stuff. And you're sitting there scribbling down wee notes and stuff into your book. Bridget, by now you've gotten to the civilians and stuff, and they're looking at you. You're covered in blood, right? You have blood because you threw an imp looking at you in fear and stuff, and you're trying to get them back and stuff to come with you. El Nonio, as you are sitting playing a song, obviously the civilians are coming down and stuff.
Can I study them? If I'm going along the line of civilians, can I study them to see if there's any black sheep amongst the
So to see if there's anyone that is not
shifted, that shouldn't be there.
Roll a perception check, please. Perception or an investigation. So perception to see if you can, or an investigation to see if you can like catch anyone out as you're sitting there playing.
Perception or investigation?
I would say this because either you're trying to perceive someone being sketchy, or you're trying to like, look for signs here to kind of like look for signs of someone acting odd. 8.
I'll just do perception.
Okay. As you're sitting there playing the is your flute you're playing, correct?
My lute.
Your lute. As you're sitting there playing your lute, with what you've rolled and stuff, and the fact of Lulu being there, you notice the children are like paying more attention to Lulu, and a lot of the like elderly people and stuff, and the women are sitting clapping. A lot of the men and stuff are there and stuff. But you do notice out of the corner of your eye, one of them looking at you, made eye contact for a split second and look away. As you're just sitting there playing your lute.
I walk up to him as I'm playing the flute and go, something wrong, friend? Just like skip the song. As
you again to approach him, he kind of looks at you and he goes, No, nothing wrong at all. It's just, and he kind of like begins to kind of like back away ever so slightly from you.
I'm not as scary. The kids don't see me as scary anymore. So what do you have to fear from me?
It's just gonna keep. She slowly just backs away.
I'm gonna turn to one of the other civilians and be like, "Did this guy come with you?"
They all, the civilians look at him and stuff, and they kind of look and they kind of like give you a nod. He came down with us.
Does anyone know who he is? Or what he's doing here?
No one knows who he is. No one knows who he is. So while this is all going on, what are you doing right now, Craven? Are you still talking to the person?
Yeah, I'm just sort of going to mention that, there's definitely some powerful items in here that, probably could have been used earlier. As
She
I
kind of
lift the blade.
She kind of looks at you and looks at the blade. And with some confusion, it's like, that's seeing the blade now being repaired and your kind of like magical power flowing through it. It says, how were you able to use it?
What do you mean?
It says, she kind of see says, that's just for everyone that's used this, that has been a standard blade for years, centuries. No one has been able to make it do that. What are you?
Let's just say I have a long history with magic blades.
He kind of looks at you. And you get the sense that she is examining you, trying to figure out what you are. So
I know, I look a bit.
She's examining you, trying to like process like, what are you? Who are you? This is and stuff. And Rare's like try to explain to her and stuff like, you're a warlock. You're like this and this and this. But you get the sense that she's trying to process like, but it's impossible. This is the only person who can use that was. And you kind of get from her mind and stuff. Bridget, while this is all happening, you've kind of got back with the civilians. And stuff. It doesn't take you long. You brought them back, and they are now seeing like the corpses of everything and stuff here, and stuff, and they begin to kind of like motion to them to like to dress and stuff. Old tip, are you still going to be examining the bodies and stuff?
Yeah.
Yep. So you kind of like
through them.
Yep. You kind of make your way through them stuff. You begin to learn more and more and stuff. Of them and stuff. You also begin to, from what you've read from reading books and them, you're now starting to get a sense of what each of them are, what maybe the best points of attacks are, that sort of stuff. Maybe what they're weak to from like poking and prodding. El Nano.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the person that's acting a bit suspicious is still backing away from you.
Don't run, friend. Because I'm only going to give you this one chance. By the end of this song, if you do not tell me...
You are hearing him say this. So right now, what you're hearing this, over the El Nano's kind of like lowered down his loot a little bit, and you're hearing this.
If you don't tell me... Why are you acting so jumpy? I have to use other methods. I can't risk the safety of all the other civilians because of your shiftiness.
I'm gonna get up.
You get up. Upon getting up, everyone now, in a sense, all of you are now. El Nano's not being subtle here.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking around.
Yeah, you make your way around and stuff. You are seeing who El Nano's talking to, kind of like making his way through the crowd and beginning to make his way this way. Which one? Make his way down this way. Because El Nano, you're slowly and surely just keeping up with him. What are you doing?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Did I notice anything while I was up, like upstairs and outside? Did I notice
No,
anything
did you
had
go?
changed?
So wait,
since...
did you go up and out, or did you just go and get the other one? The group that were here. There's two groups.
I went and got the group that was here and the woman and the child that was outside.
Okay. I thought. Okay, so.
But I went outside, like.
Yep.
I got the one outside first, and then got the ones on the way back.
Okay, so you went up and went out. Upon going up, there was no change upstairs, outside, like on the upper floor. When you got outside, you in a sense have ran like fuck to do this, right? Because you by yourself, and you being a ranger and stuff, you're able to move quite quickly through some terrain when you put your mind to it. Upon opening doors and looking out, you hear the hellish screams of what is going on and stuff. Upon looking out and looking at where the woman is, you kind of look at her and you get a glimpse of her there, and you kind of signal her to come. As you begin to come in and close the door, that demonic horse rider that you've seen begins to enter the courtyard of where the cathedral is. Or the surface. As you begin to close the door and you begin to dart your way back down this way.
Right, so I would have seen that.
You would have seen that.
No.
Right, okay, so...
That was the last thing you seen before you shut the door and bolted back towards the altar, down the stairs, got the other ones, and charged back here.
Right, okay. I am gonna grab... I'm gonna grab Denric.
Yep, so you grab Cedric. Then you kind of looks at you and goes, yes, looks at you and what's up, Bridget?
And I'm gonna say, we have trouble approaching. We need to be fast.
Okay. Do you whisper this to him or do you just say it?
I'm gonna whisper it to him because I don't want to distract from the situation that's going on with El Nino and the runaway.
Yep. So, Craven, you hear this just because of the way this is happening. You will hear this.
Yeah. I kind of say it to like both of them within earshot.
Yeah. You say that and stuff.
I'm going to telepathically once again just quickly send a message to El Nino and just say, need some assistance with this one.
Can I apply back in my mind, or do I have to say it?
I think
you'll have to say it out. It's a one way.
Fuck.
It's not a message. It's not a message spell. It's just through the token.
I'm gonna look, like, kind of peer in my shoulder and nod.
Yes or no.
Cool. I'm going to run forward.
Yep. So you run.
So just to sort of try and catch up to El Nino.
Uh-huh.
And that should get me within 60 feet.
You're within 60 feet. Now, when you're running here, the priest and everyone, so in a sense, the priest, Rhea, Ultip, for all intents and purposes right now, you were just seeing Craven run.
It's not like an aggressive sprint.
Yeah.
It's just sort of catch up to El Nino.
But in a sense, they're all looking at you anyway because of El Nino wasn't subtle like this is what's up, friend.
Yeah. I'm going to sort of stare down this individual.
Yep.
Command. Confess.
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 Okay, does he not need to do something to stop it, or does he just go?
Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
Okay, give me a second.
I mean, it could be nothing. You could just be a giant fan. He's just nervous.
So must make a DC saving throw 15.
I just don't want there to be someone in the fucking crowd telling them
looks at you. You say the words.
More suspicious than me when I seen a cart with a big mountain of hay.
You're saying confess.
Confess.
Doesn't say anything, but runs.
Runs?
Is beginning to run. I'm just going to drag a marker on so you can see him and stuff.
Is he-
Is
is he-
I
beginning.
see him running.
Is he still within 60? Is he still within 60 feet?
He's there. He's beginning to run this
The
way.
second he goes to run, hold person.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Does he not need to make a save on this, or does it just happen? It must make a, oh my god, another save. Fucking hell.
Same save. It paralyzes him for up
Failed.
to a minute.
He is frozen in place. You just have a minute. What are you doing?
So he can't talk or anything. He's completely
Paralyzed. You have a minute. So while this is all going on, so while this is happening with yous,
He might be able to speak. That's about it.
I think he.
Either way, it's only a minute, so I'm gonna grab him.
Yeah, it's also concentration. Actually, you know what? Manacles. I put the manacles on him.
Yeah.
Okay, manacles on him, done that stuff. While this will happen, Ultep, you're witnessing all this. Are you going to help, or are you just going to stay with where you are? You're witnessing this happening.
I'm
What's
going
in
to
his
keep as a
alcove?
silent witness.
Silent witness, understood. Bridget, what are you doing with Senric right now?
I'm gonna say to him, you can either help with that situation or we can look for a way out of here. Because I don't know how long we're gonna have until company arrives.
Do you whisper this or do you say it?
I'm gonna whisper it because I don't want to like panic the crowd.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and gives you that look and stuff. It says, maybe the priest might know another way out. Maybe.
Okay. I look over at the priest.
Mhm.
And then I head over.
You head over to the priest and do you tell her what's happening?
I don't tell her the things on its way. I just say to her, "Do you know I'll be out of here fast?"
She kind of looks at you and says, fast. It says, there's the main way, which is up for under the altar. Can we not go that way?
No, we need another way.
She kind of looks at you.
And I see that she's obviously trying to get more out of me, and I say, I don't have time to explain, and I don't want to panic.
Okay. There is. The she kind of looks at you, there is one other way out here, but we won't get everyone out in time and stuff. We would need to. She kind of looks at you, did you close the altar?
Well, no.
She kind of looks at you and kind of says to you, well, you can close the altar from this side.
Oh, now you're telling me.
It says, she kind of looks and says, I thought he's got in, you would have. She kind of looks at you and it's kind of like, okay, and she explains to you to go back as fast as you can, remove the orb so the thing can't be opened from the other side, remove obviously the orb, which is the magical mechanism, come back in, and then the torch on the middle, as you come down, pull it, and it'll close the altar.
Okay, I run and do what she says.
You run and you do that. So all intents and purposes, this will take you this will take you about a minute or two to do, because you need to run up, unscrew the orb, run down, pull it, run back. It's going to take you at least, say, 4 or 5 minutes to do.
While I'm upstairs, I'm gonna take like a quick second to just look and listen to see if I can judge how if that horse is nearby yet.
So I will say, as you run, I'll get you to the. Can you give me a perception check quick, just so I know if you see it or hear it as you get up there?
Perception.
You get multiple stuff happens.
What if this guy just bursts into flames?
22. We'll come back to what you see / in a minute, Bridget.
Yep.
Everyone else, what are you doing?
Well, you put the manacles on him.
Manacles on. I'm going to say, for all intents and purposes, you have stopped. Non-you has vanished from the board. Hell.
I'm gone.
Non-you has fully disappeared off the board, and I don't understand why.
Who's put the bag of holding on me?
God.
Are you fully gone? Like, this is ridiculous. I can't
I'm
actually
gone.
see you. You're right there. I can see your token. Stop
I can
moving.
move.
I'm trying to fix you.
It's grey. Look, it's like a spotlight.
Stop moving. I'll
No.
fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. Yeah, you're back. Holy shit. That's ridiculous. Right. So what are you doing?
So is this place private? Is there any private space we
There
can go to?
is
so
no
we don't
private. There is nowhere private in the sense that barrier was holding most of the civilians. There is civilians hiding. Now each of these outcoves have corpses in them, like of people that are like rest. You see civilians with some respect hiding behind the corpses of the dead people in these things. There is really nowhere private.
Fuck. I just want to get out of the line of sight of the kids, dude.
Okay, to get outside of the kids, the kids are mostly here and stuff, so you could take them. For all intents and purposes, you could go to the priest, where the priest is, and kind of like push them down on the floor. It would hide most of them, but there is nowhere out of sight to hide them. Lulu is distracting most of the kids.
I just want to get behind a pillar or something.
Sure, in a sense, you could get to there if you want, just there, which is out of sight of most of the kids.
That's fine.
He's currently
sure.
paralyzed, and we've put him in manacles.
So you move him.
So
Bridget, stop running away, Bridget.
Sorry, I was moving my way out of the view of the fountain because I'm not supposed to be there.
Yep. So you make your way. You bring a dragon round here, right?
Yep. Cool.
I'm assuming you just go with him.
Yeah, we kind of have to carry him. He's paralyzed, right?
Yep. Upon seeing you do this, the priest with Rhea will kind of make their way down, see what's going on. Rhea's going to kind of stand there, just keeping an eye on everything and seeing what's going on.
Cool.
Ultep, you're kind of there, looking, examining bodies, kind of keeping an eye on everything. Kind of like performing sort of like an Overwatch, if that makes sense. Of just to see, a little bit of Overwatch, just to see if whatever goes on. Just kind of like as you're like examining the bodies and stuff.
I would like to start like folding up the bodies, and when Bridget gets back, I would like to request the bag of holding.
Sure. So we'll say you can begin.
God!
Yeah, you begin to fold up the bodies.
I'm out.
Begin to fold up the bodies and kind of that sort of stuff. Senric's there watching you. Senric's kind of watching everything going on just to make sure that everyone's safe and nothing else is going on. I'll tip you're kind of giving a look around, folding up bodies and stuff. Bridget, I will say right now you have got to the top of the stairs and began to remove the orb with your movement and stuff. It's a lot to cover. You, for all intents and purposes, began to do this and stuff as they begin to interrogate this person. Your perception check. You do hear the sounds inside the computer, like as if something has just made its way in.
Okay.
So you remove the orb and stuff while you begin to interrogate this person. What are you saying?
So I'm gonna, now that he's in manacles and up against the pillar and we're all here, I'm gonna drop concentration.
Yep. Drop.
On hold person. So he can kind of writhe and actually speak now.
I'm holding him in place though, so he doesn't fucking get up and go. Woo.
I'm going to sort of. So I'm half kneeling down to sort of get closer to their level. But I have my blade next to me. I sort of get it just a little bit uncomfortably close to him. Especially after what you just saw it do. And I just, trying to intimidate him, just say, "Why'd you run?"
He looks at you. Give me are you trying to intimidate him?
I'm trying to intimidate him.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna aid him. What else is better?
He kind of looks at you.
Yeah. I have a +7.
1 sec.
I was gonna like fume toxic gas out of my mouth just a little bit.
Okay, he kind of looks at you, and this is he kind of says, but this isn't uncommon. You speak Infernal, correct?
I do speak Infernal.
Oh fuck, dude. Sweet.
Anyone that speaks Infernal and stuff kind of says, specifically you were asking what?
Why do you run?
Who says I was running? And kind of gives you that evil grin. The priest seeing this, looking at this man, it's a young man, and he's a mid to late 20s, has got some stuff, is kind of beaten and stuff, and saying this, as he finishes, you all witness his eyes go fully black. What are you doing?
I reach into my bag
Yep.
that I carry.
Mhm.
God, it'd be funny if I just pulled out the crowbar, but no. And I
Fucking
I do have one.
flick knife on a radio. Stuck in the middle with
I
you.
pull out a flask.
You pull out a flask. Okay. Is this one that I think it is?
Right.
Uh-huh.
I respond to him in Infernal.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to answer our question.
Okay.
As I start to pour the holy water on it.
Okay.
Ceremony, dude.
As you do begin to put the hot water on, you all witness the person kind of squeal in pain as steam begins to come off of him and stuff. The priest, seeing you do this, instantly knows what's going on here. She kind of gives you that words and stuff and says, she kind of like doesn't do it, but she knows what has happened to this person. And I gives you that look and says, kind of looks at you and kind of gets, he says, he's possessed.
Do they know where we are?
He's saying this to the guy.
To the priest? Can they detect where we are from him?
Kind of thinks, takes a moment to think. All intents and no. It says the possession takes control. They wouldn't know where we are, but he could be here as like a sleeper agent. Maybe to when no one's paying attention, spring into action, let them in, or gathering intel.
Intel for who? And I turn to the guy and I'm like, who are you working for?
Kind of looks at you and gives you that grin and says, who do you think I'm working for? I think you know.
When his eyes turn black, do I recognise it?
No, you don't recognise it.
Do I?
Do you recognise a possession when your eyes go black? Is that what you're getting at? So El Nino, no.
Oh no, dude.
Yeah, Craven, you've seen this before.
Yeah.
You've seen this.
So I recognize what the fuck's happening too.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's possessed. He's clearly possessed, and the last he literally just says, "You know who he's." He kind of thinks like you know who he's working for.
Can I put my hand?
Put your hand.
In the water, in the excess water. That's.
Yeah, and
He's kind of wigged out by now.
I'm sort of like I'm sort of like pouring it really slowly. Like I'm trying not to waste it. I'm effectively water torturing this person.
Yeah.
With,
You can put your hand
holy water.
in. You can put your hand in the holy water on
Just
you
a
and stuff if you
finger,
want.
Just a
Yeah.
finger.
It's all it's in the
Just a
purpose to you. It's water.
Okay.
It's water. I know what you were trying there. It's water.
Okay, I'm just kind of scared.
Right? It's water. Okay. And you can see him now kind of look and kind of like giving you like a kind of like an evil, kind of glarious laugh. But it says you won't survive much longer.
We've survived this far.
Tell that to your friend that no longer exists.
He was more of, he kind of like looks and says he was more of a pawn. This is, and he now says the name Zariel.
Yeah.
Zariel has more bigger and more complex plans in the works. And it says this is
Yeah. Zariel's been defeated before.
true, but let's say that the time that she's spent here, she's become more stronger, and now looks at the priest. He kind of looks at you and says, "This is Ravengard will make a very nice sacrifice. Will make a very nice sacrifice." And upon hearing you say that, she kind of like steps forward and looks and asks, kind of like goes, "Where is he? What have you done?" So right now, Bridget, while this is all happening, you've took the orb off and came back down the stairs and pulled the lever.
Yep.
And began to make your way back. Upon doing so, the finger goes, and as you begin to hear it close, you hear the steps get louder and louder.
Okay. I rush back as fast as I can.
Okay. Old Tip, I'm assuming you're still folding up bodies and stuff, getting stuff ready for when Bridget comes back, and Cedric's still standing guard. Unless you just want to do anything else. So, what's Craven and Elnonia doing? You've literally just told you, person's just this whatever's possessing was just told you that Ravengard will make a good sacrifice. The priest has just stepped forward, asking what you have done and where is he.
I'm actually going to start to stand. Sort of pushing myself up by the greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suggest you give us some useful information.
Okay.
Because you're not useful. And I just stare at him as I start to raise my blade.
He looks at you and says, "You wouldn't harm this civilian, would you?" Says, "This is you're not really harming me. You're harming him." And now, as he says this, for a split set, for like a few seconds, the eyes go back to their normal, and for the first time, you all hear a panicked male's voice say, "Help me." And the eyes go back to full black.
How much time do we have?
What'd you before for what?
Fuck, dude. I want to kind of exercise this guy. It would. I mean, ceremony. Let me have a look.
So ceremony and stuff. Yeah. So the woman kind of looks and says, when she says this is how she kind of looks at you, and Rhea, hearing all this goes on, kind of like looks at the priest and kind of goes, "Says
I can't do any of that.
She can do it." Kind of looks as she can probably. She kind of kind of like kind of looks and says, I can perform an exorcist. I can remove the demonic presence from the person.
And look at Craven and go, should we?
Me still sort of holding my blade ready. Like, ready to just impale this person.
Mm-hmm.
There's a chance.
I'm just gonna say, do it.
Do
If
it.
it fails, I'll kill them.
Okay. So you can say do it. Rhea kind of looks and goes, gives you like kind of launch stuff. You'll kind of like keep an eye on the civilians. While this is happening, Bridget, you have returned. This conversation, in a sense, it's kind of going to get like the bullet points of the discussions and stuff, because obviously it's a longer conversation than what's going on. As you return, Bridget, Ultep kind of looks at you and kind of like signals you to come over, and kind of asks and says, "Can I see the bag of holding?"
I'm like in a rush and kind of panicking, so I just take off my bag and I throw it at him.
Okay.
And then I basically say, like, I don't actually know what the situation is going on down here, but I'm just going to say, we don't have time for whatever the hell is going on. We have company coming, and I don't know how long that door is going to last, so we need to get the hell out of here, and fast.
Ultep, Bridget has just thrown you the bag of holding. You just start stuffing corpses in it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he's putting in this bag. I'm just throwing him the bag.
So Bridget, you kind of ran in, closing what's going to throw in the bag of holding. Ultep seeing this is like, great, opens the bag of holding, and then he just starts stuffing it in these demonic corpses into the bag of holding.
Okay, I have no idea that he's doing that.
Yeah, you have no idea. Like, all intents and purposes, corpses are just getting placed into the bag of holding.
Yeah. So I'm going to look at them and I'm going to be like, what are you doing? We have to move.
Now, Bridget, as you now approach, you are now seeing this person's eyes jet black.
Oh, fuck.
You've seen this before as well. This person's possessed.
Yeah. Where the hell did he come from? Didn't we kill them all?
So it kind of looks at you and goes,
amongst the sheep.
Kind of looks at you and stuff. The kind of like says, let us begin. She kind of opens out in her hand. She now see her pull out this tome, and she cracks it open, and she flicks through the pages to find what she's looking for, and she begins to say the kind of ritual stuff to perform the kind of like exorcise the demonic presence out of this person.
How long is this going to take? Because we do not have time for this.
She kind of looks.
Go.
She kind of looks at you as before she obviously as she's going to she looks at you and she says, "You closed the thing, didn't you?"
Yes, like you told me to.
Right. It says that will hold. It will hold.
You would better hope so.
She kind of looks at you and says, "It held for long enough." It says you remove the orb and you have the orb in your hand.
Well, the orb is in the bag of holding.
Okay,
that's now
so
covered in corpses I don't know about.
She's like this. It says it will hold. It says no one can get in without that orb. There is protection stopping it. It says these ones snuck in as we were closing this off the place.
Okay, I'm gonna move back and I'm gonna like, okay, fine, just hurry, and then I'm gonna move back to get my bag back off.
Yes. So as you now begins this stuff, as you go back to get your bag, you're seeing Ultep kind of like hunched down with your bag open, and you're witnessing him put these corpses in the bag. Just putting them in.
Seriously?
Just putting them in.
I mean, I know you're a man for curiosity, but this is a whole other level.
It'll come in handy later. Trust me.
This is is brilliant. You're just witnessing this thing, this like 7 foot tall thing, just go corpses, stuffing corpses in the bag. That's all it's doing. So she begins to perform. So while this is happening, she begins to perform the ritual.
Question.
Yes,
Redemption, single edge, double edge.
double.
Cool.
She begins to perform the ritual. What are you doing while she performs this?
Do you want? Do you want me to hold one arm and you hold the other, and we just pin him down to the floor, just in case?
Is this to me?
Yes.
Yeah. We don't want him moving during this, surely.
Sure. I'm actually going to probably to the abject horror of this priestess, I'm going to make the sword disappear.
Sword disappeared.
As I go in and sort of grab this guy's arm and plant his shoulder against the wall.
Yep, so in a sense, El Nino and Kraken, you pin this guy down. As you do, she begins to perform the ritual. This ritual will take a couple of minutes to do. It'll take a bit of time to do because she needs to, in a sense, get the thing out of him and stuff. So while this is, obviously, she begins to read it. As she does, you begin to, the young male begins to flail about as she begins to get further and further into the ritual and begins to say stuff in Infernal and stuff, kind of like calling you like you are. Sorry, any children, you are fucking bastards. I'm going to fucking kill you all. I'm going to slit your throats and all this sort of stuff. Going off its nut as she begins to get further and further in the ritual. I need you both to give me strength, pure strength, to see if you can hold this person down.
While he's doing this, while he's saying all this stuff in Infernal, and I'm just gonna sort of mock him in Abyssal.
Okay.
Your mother was a whore.
Just, say all you want. You're still the one. Screw.
Yep.
And you said strength check?
Strength check.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck! Okay, as this is happening, with uncurrently strengths, he kind of pushes his way free from you and leaps at the priest. As this,
that one, by the way.
what the?
My strength check, because it says +2 on my sheet, but it came out as +3 on it.
That's fine.
Wait.
What?
We still have that like inspiration thing, don't we?
Yes, you do.
The D8 we
Wait.
can add to any roll?
Yes, you do.
Did the priest not give somebody something?
She
yeah,
gave
the D8.
less to.
As well.
Add the D8.
I'm-
Try.
I'm adding the D8.
So I get, what, 6?
6 plus what? Okay, so yeah, no. Okay, so with you now consuming that dice, you just hold them.
Whew.
As she continues to go for the ritual of more and more and more, you can get the sense that this thing's fighting to stay in. I need you to now give me one more strength check, please. $16.
Oh, fuck. It was 15.
Okay. As he begins to flail about, Craven, he kind of flails about enough to fling you off balance to let go. But El Nino, you have enough strength within you to hold him not down, but in place to stop him escaping. As you do. The young male kind of leans his head back, eyes roll back, and for all intents and purposes, just as Milby described, black smoke begins to pour out of his mouth into the air and disappears as he collapses on the floor. The priest continues what she's saying and stuff, and the smoke disappears. And you kind of a sigh of relief and says, "It's done." What you're doing now? This male is on the floor. He is awake. He is there. What are you doing?
I'm just sitting next to him.
If you sit there next to me, kind of looks at you and goes, "Thank you."
So, when are you going to tell us where you found that little parasite?
On the way to here. And you can now say, it was, and he's like out of breath, and he's like, as I was making my way here, tried to make my way here as best I could, but out of nowhere, that thing just kind of rammed itself down his throat and took control.
My.
And it kind of looks at the priest, and it says, kind of looks and says, "You have to find him. You have to find Ravengard." Says that.
You know, did it on purpose or accidentally share any information on where they might be?
He kind of takes a moment and says, "Let slip." And while it was in my head, one sec. Sorry, there's like some multiple places. I just make sure the right one. I need to tell you the right one. It says there. He mentioned the cemetery. It says there. Try to do something there. He didn't let slip, but they said they mentioned that the Ravengard would be a key sacrifice.
So key sacrifice and cemetery. That's what you
Yes,
got, right?
this is that's it's all this is. It kind of like described it. It was weird. It was as if he was witnessing stuff from a third person perspective, and he's been possessed. But the demonic presence kept his thoughts and what he was saying away, but now and then, whilst he was in his head, he let slip that information.
If you were to sacrifice someone, what cemetery would you go to? And I'm going to look at the priest.
So the priest looks at you and says, "It would be the grand." Not, she kind of looks at you and says, "To sacrifice someone?" She's like, "The only cemetery that's near here is the Grand Cemetery. It's not too far from here. It's Ravengard was going out to try and find survivors and stuff, so they must." And you now look and says, "They wouldn't have took him there, would they?"
Rhea,
Rhea kind of looks at you and goes, "Yes." It says,
you know where that is?
I know what it is, yes. I can give you directions and stuff to it, yeah. To get you there. And the priest kind of looks and says, "This is just, you can also use the other exit to kind of get you towards there and stuff." It's not, so the way she kind of describes it, it's not directly beside the cathedral. It is about, for all intents and purposes, she kind of like says to you and says she can kind of lead out this bit here. The Grand Cemetery, you would have to navigate for a bit through Elturel to get to. And now, with kind of like showing stuff, it would be about where obviously when you arrived in the east side of Elturel. The cemetery is at the bottom right of the west.
Okay.
So you will have to. She kind of says, "We will have." She kind of looks as you would need to navigate the streets to get there.
It's a trek. It's not that much of a trek compared to how we got here.
I would say it's about the same distance of where you arrived to High Hall, from High Hall to get to the Grand Cemetery. It's about the same distance of what you've trekked through Elturel already.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. For all intents and purposes, when you landed to get to here, it took you approximately an hour sneaking through, getting across the bridge to here. It will take you doing the same thing, navigating for the steep stealthily, an hour to get there.
Okay.
She kind of looks and says, yeah.
By the way, priestess,
Yes.
exorcisms like the one you just performed,
Yes.
how difficult are they?
She kind of looks and says like, for me, I've spent most of my time researching and stuff, becoming an expert in possessions and exorcisms, and says I'm kind of like the one that the Holy Order would call upon to perform these sorts of stuff. Difficulty wise, it would depend on the possession. It would depend on what is there. This is why do you ask?
I may have witnessed a higher level possession.
Higher level perception. This is. Oh, please go on.
Well, it was definitely something a lot more powerful than that little shit.
So she looks as if it says, if it's something a lot more powerful than that, it says that there would be more of a.
It was able to give me a fight.
Give you a fight. It says that possession that we just carried out there, that possession there, was kind of like a low-ish one, basic. How, like, high level ones are, they're extremely difficult, if not impossible, to break without figuring out what's there's a lot of information that would be needed.
What kind of information?
Stars, who is possessed, what is possessed? Do you say that?
I'm going.
Yeah,
She kind of looks at you.
Wait, what'd you say?
looking right at him. Then look at me. Then looking me. I'm guessing from the, well, I don't know. I'll know you from the context clues. It's already fucking gathered, surely.
Yeah, they're talking about you. Looks at you and looks at you, and on you goes and says, "You're possessed. You don't act like it.
It takes
Long
over when
stints.
he's knocked out.
It takes
Long
control.
stints of blackouts cause it.
It takes control when you are knocked out.
Doesn't necessarily mean I have to be knocked out. It just took control of me before.
That's the only time I've seen.
She kind of looks at you, on you. She's not scared. She kind of looks at you, kind of raises a hand and puts it on your shoulder, closes her eyes, and for a few moments there is silence. Takes her hand off of you and looks at you, Craven. It says, "You are correct. There's something there. But we need..." She kind of now looks at you, El Nino,
Well,
and kind of
to be fair, I'm pretty sure everyone in this group has some.
she kind of like looks, and you now get that sense of what is in. It looks at you, Craven, and looks obviously. It says, "There's something there." Looks at you, El Nino, and you now
Sorry,
reading.
sneaky friend.
El Nino, you get the presence when she looks at you. Whatever is inside of you is
My internet's died.
died.
I love how you give the final statement and then fucking dies.
It just dies and it's gone. So I'll say it now. This is El Nino.
My internet's died. Ba-dum.
He looks at you. She looks at you, and it says, "Whatever is inside you, it's powerful."
I gathered.
I can't remove it. Without
You know what can?
takes a moment and without I wouldn't know where to start. It's without knowing exactly what it is. Without exactly knowing what it is and
I'm back, apparently.
hi.
Discord died.
The last words we heard from me was my internet died.
Could still hear me.
That was it. That was it. So just like you catch up, what the priest has just told Annonia what Everson said was very powerful and she can't remove it without knowing what it is and what its intentions are. I can't point you in the right direction and stuff. While this is all happening, obviously you're still stuffing corpses into that fucking bag.
Don't get in.
I don't see an issue with this.
I'm now holding the bag open. So
How
that
many?
it's
Well,
quicker
there's
for
what?
him
How
to-
many? There's 3 imps and the thorn demon.
3 imps and the form demon and some ash.
Well, I'm not gonna put the ash in there. I can't do anything with that.
Well, who has the bag open?
I'm holding the bag open for him. Because I have nothing else to do.
Okay.
You're like, oh, I might as well join in, fuck it.
As you, Bridget, since you got the bag open, and you stuffing the corpses in. Give me a perception check.
Oh no.
No.
Oh boy.
Fucking words about this.
Is that priest about to eat his words?
Oh,
You hear smash.
Save me.
What's up, Knuckles?
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop building this thing.
You kind of hear Bridget. You kind of hear what's the word I'm looking for? You hear something. You hear a groan coming from somewhere, but you don't know where.
Sounds horny.
Yeah,
Kinda like
put
that.
My head inside my bag. Like, inside the bag of holding, because I think it's possibly the corpses that he's putting in my bag.
Sure, you put your head in the bag. Just so you're aware, there is no oxygen in here for you.
Yeah, I put it in for like a slight second.
Yeah,
Like I'm
you
not
put your
living
head
there.
in, and it's just darkness.
Right, okay.
Darkness. You put your head back out, and that's it.
Right, okay. Then
Okay.
I are you finished putting corpses into my new
Bag.
graveyard?
My box.
Do we get them all?
I would say, while it's going on, you get all the corpses in.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna like close up the bag, and then I'm gonna at this point I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna say, "We need to move now."
Okay. Well, this is all going
As
on.
I sort of
Yep, he's in.
start walking away.
Mhm.
This situation's sort of
The kind of like gentleman kind of goes to like prayer, kind of grabs the young male, takes him back, and kind of rests him against the wall.
I'm gonna
But
go
I'm-
back over to the priest, and I'm gonna say, "Here, get us out of here, please."
I'm sort of gonna turn to the priestess and just say, all of us have some. As I draw the sword out of thin air again,
Mm-hmm.
resting it on my shoulder,
He kind of looks at
and then
you.
and then just say, for instance, he, as I point across the room to Cedric,
Uh-huh.
he died today.
Kind of looks. There's like, it says, one of you knows resurrections? Isaac?
No.
Okay. She kind of looks at you, kind of shocked, as she begins to, in a sense, as for all intents and purposes, as you all begin to make your way this way. Stuff.
I am going to motion to Rhea, and I'm going to say to her, women, children, men, get them somewhere safe.
Hearing you say that, it says she kind of looks at you and then looks at the priest, and the priest and Rhea kind of get a picture of that look and kind of says she kind of looks as the best defensible place is here. It says you close the altar. It should hold them off. There's nothing can get in without that orb. It says, and she says, wait, who has the orb? She kind of looks like, who has it?
Maybe.
I say to her, I do.
Kind of looks at you and says, he'll take it with you. Says, without that orb, nothing's going to get in through that. Nothing's going to get in the altar. Unless you know it's there, you're not getting in. And even then, the protection will stop it. Stop anything opening it.
Even demons? With horses?
Yes.
I hope you're right.
Insight check, dude.
Do it. Do it.
I don't trust that at all.
Do it. 12.
God damn it. Pooh.
You get the sense of what she's saying. It will hold off anything getting in. If they find it with time, you get the sense that yes, it can hold off, but you also get the sense that she's saying like it can hold off whenever it can when it's shut. But she's like, you get this. You get the sense that she's not being 100% truthful and stuff. Like,
oh fuck.
I'm going to sort of stop, turn to them, and then to say, then how'd the last group get it?
She kind of looks at you and says, this is the only way they could have got him, is when the guards went out to try and find survivors. It says the last guard went out, and you kind of like looking ahead before you arrived a couple hours ago. And since then, I've been trying to hold them off.
Wouldn't have happened to be holding part of this, would he?
Did you show what you showing with the sword?
Yep.
She kind of looks and says he might have tried to use the sword. He might have took it with him, but he might have tried to take it so they couldn't get it.
He only had the hilt.
Kind of looks as this is possibly. It says he would have took it to stop them retrieving it. And she's still looking at you, is still really confused on why you can use a sword. Okay, so are you wanting to discuss anything else before she shows you the way out?
Don't think so. No.
Anything?
Yeah.
Are we leaving here, or
She kind of looks and stuff, and both her and Rhea look at, kind of like say to you and stuff. It says Rhea kind of says that she's going to stay here and help hold them off if they get in, and help protect them, because there is no one here other than her and the priest and some of the people that are injured that can defend stuff. So they kind of tell you that she kind of says it, and they kind of like on the map, and kind of like a map that the priest gives you, tells you exactly where to go to get to the cemetery.
yeah?
The priest and Rhea also say to you and says, this is when you find Ravengard, come back here, come back through the way I'm showing you and stuff. We'll be here, and if we're not going to be here, we'll leave you a sign and stuff. And she begins to lead you in a sense. For all intents and purposes, it's easier. You go here, you go here, you go here. Rhea's going to stay here. She begins to lead you.
Or the cube.
to here. She kind of like, it takes a minute, and you hear her, you kind of like, the priest kind of puts her hand out, and on obviously all of these the walls and stuff are something I like carved out and like made out like some fancy like bricks and stuff. She kind of puts her hand out and pushes in one of these bricks. You hear a click as the wall.
That's a good click.
As yep, you hear a click as the wall in front of you, because it goes opens up to reveal a passageway leading out, kind of like a passageway, not as well made. It's kind of like it's not as well made. It's carved out of stone, leading all the way down. The priest kind of says, as you head out this way, it'll take you out of the. It's a secret way out of the cathedral. It's more of an emergency escape. It was used many, many years ago for smuggling stuff in and out during wars and stuff. But head straight out this way, it'll take you to the back end of, take you out of the cathedral, and you can like fall out, go this way, and she kind of like gives you directions, this way, this way, and it'll take you straight to the Grand Cemetery. And since this is when you return, she kind of points, and she points to a unlit torch on the wall and says, turn that to the right 90 degrees, and then turn it to the left 180, and it'll open this passageway again for you to get back in. And then as she goes out and stuff, there's a button on the other at the end of this place. Push it, opens up the thing and stuff, and there is a rock kind of at the side carved into stuff to open the other side to close it and let yourself in. It's kind of like an airlock sort of situation, if that makes sense. Cool. And she kind of looks at you and says, good luck. As you begin to leave though, she puts her hand out and just check something. I need, yes, you can do this. So 1, 2, so Craven, El Nino, Bridget, and Senric. She puts her hand on your shoulders and wishes you all good luck. As she does, you all regain. What did you get? It's a.
Come on.
Come on.
Efficiency modifier, which is. For her, it would be that. You all regain 7 hit points as you begin to make your way out of the tunnel.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sweet.
Sweet.
And that is where we will stop for tonight.
Oh.
As you begin to make your way through the tunnel. Congratulations.
Body bag hours, dude.
Congratulations. You have successfully dealt with the threat inside the catacombs below the cathedral. Also, congratulations, you're all now level 6.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
You have all leveled up to level 6. Congratulations. So for next session, use your level 6.
Who me?
Wonderful.
So best way to describe it, level up your stuff, do your want of stuff. When it comes to health, obviously just use the your standard stuff, which I believe we were using. It was the standard average dice plus your modifier. Unless you want to roll it.
I think mine does it automatically.
Yeah, as you leveled up, I think it puts your health up automatically because the way it's been set up.
Okay.
I think it has. But anyhow, congratulations, you're level 6. So for next week is level 6 and stuff as you begin to now make your way to the Grand Cemetery. What?
Levels? Isn't that when I get?
Yes.
Yes.
So
it's technically it's also when I can gain something else, but I don't know if you want to give that to me yet.
we'll discuss it. Let's go later. So, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you people in chat for chatting and stuff. It's kind of difficult.
Yay.
She's just been talking and stuff. So thanks for watching. We'll be back. Who's going to make it next week?
I should.
I'll be here.
I don't have a life. I'll be here.
Bridget, Kim.
As of right now, I'll be there, unless anything comes up between now and then.
Fine stuff. We'll find out if Nova can make it next week and stuff. So thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. We'll be continuing the adventure through the depths of hell and stuff, and we'll see if the party can successfully save Ravengard. So thanks for watching, everyone, and stuff, and we'll see you all next week.
Hell yeah.
Bye.